Hello. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Whatever he wants.
All right. Hello, everybody. This is the weekly podcast, though not very weekly because we missed last week.
Yep.
It's still weekly.
It's still
we just had a
weekly,
break.
yeah.
It's like the Arrowverse.
Yeah, we can have a break
This was
sometimes.
bi-weekly. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
So, how's everybody's last 2 weeks been?
Yeah, what's everyone's favorite thing of the week?
I don't got anything. Skip.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Been pretty lame, I think, overall.
Nothing happened at all.
Yes, there are 3 treat streams on the way. So
What?
Jeez.
thank you so much, Agent J, Toya was. Who was the last
And
one?
the other guy.
I just had it.
We appreciate it.
It's not a regular giver. It's Nap something, right?
JK Nappy 007.
Yeah,
Very
Nappy.
good.
Thank you very
JK
much,
Nappy.
JK
Is that Jeff
Nappy.
Knapp?
It could be.
Yeah, is that Jeff?
I don't know
think
how,
it is.
I have no
how they
idea.
orchestrated that,
Anyway,
but
all three
well
of-
done.
All three of
Yeah.
you,
So
thank
they
you.
all
you.
went in order at this.
They probably
pretty much like
share
the
each
same
other's
minute.
contact information.
'Cause
Well,
it's
as long as you have it opened up, you don't have to hit order. You just have to
Really?
have it open, I think.
Yeah.
interesting.
But no, it's funny because earlier, before we started, I'm like, dang it, should I eat? Or is it going to be a treat stream? Because I don't want to waste the food that's coming.
Sure.
But if nothing's coming, I want to eat because I'm
Yeah.
hungry.
Yeah.
I had a blueberry spinach flaxseed smoothie thinking I wouldn't eat pizza. Then you said there's 3 of them. I'm like, damn.
You have to now. There's no excuse.
It could be anything.
There's so much pizza on the way.
I'm going to tell you, though.
Can
After
you,
having some great pizza in Chicago,
Yeah.
Chicago, what were you doing there?
Star Wars
Backstreet Boy
celebration.
concert.
Oh, man, that was so good, wasn't it?
You are.
So yeah, we just got back from Star Wars Celebration in Chicago,
Can you
Yes.
turn that light around, Arrow?
which was interesting.
Interesting, huh? That's how you describe it?
Sure. We'll start there.
We'll start there. All right.
That is.
Aramag, that is A-okay, brother.
Star Wars Celebration was fun, though. I had a lot of fun. It was much better, I think, than last Celebration.
Fuck, that's
Just
Yeah,
in
it
general
was-
of like,
Much better.
No, it was fantastic.
yeah, as far as like what all we got to do and who all we saw and just the whole time in general.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Speaking of who we saw, Dr. Teak subscribed for 2 months, saying, "Good to see you guys at Celebration."
Yeah, we saw it too. We had a
You
meetup
did.
while we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a fun meetup. Maybe show that picture if
Yep,
you want.
I'm getting
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Everyone attended.
Let's not talk until you get the picture.
Well, we're gonna have about 30 seconds of
No.
silence.
No, we went to Orlando 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I had a great time, but I think I had twice as much fun this time.
I think so.
I really,
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. We will be having a. Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
picture.
Bigfoot is actually in the background.
No,
He looks like
no,
he's in the
he's
foreground.
not.
He's not.
He's way back
he's-
there. He's behind Eric.
It
Yeah.
was probably the,
And you will
the
never stop shaming him for how big and impressive he is, will you?
No, I love it. I think it's great. But
What
just,
were you guys standing on?
I hate how he's ashamed. I'm like, you need to embrace your size, man.
Yeah.
But
I
no,
love that man.
I think that meet and greet's probably out of like conventions that we've gone to and stuff, the biggest one we've had so far.
Yeah, Calvin unfortunately couldn't make it because
Yeah.
you were in line for autographs.
Yeah.
But at least you weren't sick and destroyed.
At least he
this
didn't
time.
puke. All
That's true.
This time this time only he didn't make it, as opposed to having to pull me away from it too.
Yeah.
Well, someone was there. Someone actually was there. He's like, I'm glad Calvin's in here. He started puking everywhere.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. That was the craziest thing ever. You hunched on the ground, holding your side, puking.
I was
Yeah,
holding
the-
my everything.
There's no story like that this time.
No.
Yeah, I mean
No.
that like defined our trip last time.
Yeah.
You doing that? I mean, this time it was just trying to find Rick.
Yeah, me, Gus,
The
and Aaron
whole
went
time.
back
Find
to
the last year
Rick-
trying
Rick
to pay
has
off the
kept-
bills.
Rick just kept getting lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will have a vlog. We filmed a lot. Unfortunately, the first day's audio isn't great. We did a lot of interviews with wave riders, and we'll at least have those shots in like a montage for the first day. But
At the very
I feel
least,
real
yes.
bad because we had some great like interviews and
Yeah.
interactions that we
Yeah.
unfortunately won't be able to follow with that. So yeah,
Yeah,
Whispering
but
works with his microphone.
just look away from it.
Perfect, Rick.
fuck is
That's
that?
excellent.
oh man, they're gonna know that the brick wall doesn't go all the way up.
Dang it.
No, it's a real brick wall.
Oh, okay.
We laid those bricks just for this.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. Sadly, yeah, there was some audio issues in the first day and stuff, but
Yeah.
it got fixed later on.
Yeah, but we still got a lot of footage, and
Yeah.
Billy's putting it together
Yeah,
right now.
Billy's great. I'm really excited for everyone to see it.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. Met some amazing people. Amazing people.
It's always fun meeting like fans.
That's the
Yeah.
best part. It really is for me. I love it. I mean, not because One is that we live in a small town. No one gives a shit about what
No
we do.
one cares.
It keeps our heads very, very, very small.
Yes.
But when you go there, it's like, oh man, all that work, people really care. Like seeing it.
Yeah,
in
you're
their eyes
walking
and
around.
stuff.
I
People
got this leather
actually
jacket
notice.
after
Yeah.
the second day because I felt
and
so
like,
great.
and stuff like like WaveCon. WaveCon's great.
Oh,
but
yeah.
all those people are there for you. It's a different dynamic when they're there for something else and they see you.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
Or when people say, this is the highlight of my week.
Yeah.
After like episode 9 trailer, Mandalorian trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some
Yeah,
people said it
yeah,
was the
that's-
highlight of their life, just getting to meet us. And
I don't
stuff.
understand.
It's like I don't understand
I
how
don't understand
that
it.
how
We're
that
just
could
four-
be.
we're
Like,
Like I'm nothing, man.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
I'm nobody.
It's the highlight of my
Stupid
week when I
guys,
don't
you know?
have to see you guys.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Right.
Well, I have a question, and Rick can just kind of elaborate more on the podcast. We've been exposed to that a few times, never on this scale. But what do you think being exposed to that for the first time?
Oh.
Like being in a place like that, Rick, and just a bunch of people going, "Oh my God, it's you!" You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I love what you do. Like I love your positivity.
Well, I know at one point Rick was
Jason
like,
Momoa gets part of the credit.
I know at one point Rick's like, someone recognized me by myself.
Well, I got recognized. I was only on my own for a little bit because I couldn't be trusted
Yeah.
to be on my own.
We try to keep track of you. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
we lost you a few times.
So I got
unfortunately.
recognized a few times on my own. Half the time was as Jason Momoa, and the other half of the time was as Rick from Blind Wave.
Yeah.
I appreciated the Rick from Blind Wave, but the Jason Momoa ones meant more.
That's the best one. Yeah.
So it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a lot of people, and like it's almost as if the fans were timing it at certain points because we were talking to some more important people at certain points, and they would come over and want pictures and stuff with us. Like, good.
More important than us.
Well, yes.
That's
Yeah,
your-
yeah, yeah.
We were
yeah.
talking to more important people than
There's
we
more
were.
st-
Like we're not important.
Yeah.
We're
The way
talking
you
to
said
these
that, I
people.
was like, "Oh, correct that."
Yeah.
So it was
I
like
understood
You
what
want to
meant,
tell that
Rick.
story now, or what?
We
Not.
we could wait for the thing to come out.
It's not even on
I don't
there.
know.
yeah, we didn't
No.
really film
It-
that.
we didn't-
Well,
we
not
didn't
that
film
bit.
it.
We didn't film.
we-
We were in the
we
middle
talked
of
about it,
doing
though.
an action figure picture thing,
Yes.
which was really cool, right? And then I put a little monster cam behind mine, so there's like a little
Yeah.
accessory that comes with my action figure.
Tiny accessory.
It's back there, but it's there. It fits in my hand. It's just the right size.
It's a little
Okay.
like that.
But no, while we were there, we met the trailer dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trailer dude.
Kevin Yost.
He's a guy who does. He creates all the. His name's Kevin. He creates all the trailers, I guess, for Rebels and Clone Wars and Resistance.
We worked
and-
with Dave Filoni a
Yeah,
lot.
great guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
really
does a
nice,
lot of the
sweet
Lucasfilm
man with
trailers.
his daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, but he walked over and he recognized us from reacting to his trailers.
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Well, you know, he's like, "Oh, you guys are the trailer guys," like kind of underenthused. Like we pissed him off. I was like, ah, okay, who's this guy? You know what I mean? But then he really liked what we do. It was really cool. Like, yeah. So like he was really nice and told us a lot about the kind of the inside of the industry a little bit and how
Yeah.
he got his job and
Yeah, we talked to him for like
Half an
felt
hour.
like 35 minutes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
talked to him for a good
Yeah.
while.
He was a real cool dude.
He
It
was
was
real
before
cool,
the
real
award,
nice, and yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really cool was that he had a personal relationship with Dave Filoni. So some of you guys, he directs, many things now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's a big head honcho at Lucasfilm, so
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Behind
He's like
Rebels,
a Star Wars god. He's the
behind-
next George Lucas.
Behind Clone Wars. But
Yeah.
Kevin played ice hockey with him.
Yeah, and like, and when anyone tells me that, like, I have like an ounce of skepticism. Like, okay, you know him, but do you know him that well?
Yeah.
And then Dave Fallucka fucking Loney comes around the corner incognito.
Yeah.
By incognito, he just wore a hat, but as
A
incognito.
different kind of hat.
A different hat. Yeah.
Incognito to me. And well, the first thing that happened is the kid who wanted to take a picture with us was like, "That looks like Dave Filoni." And I looked around, like, "Dave Filoni!" and Aaron was like, be quiet.
I looked over and seen, oh shit, Dave's right there.
I didn't see him.
And then he yelled, Dave, I'm Shane, shut up.
And I'm like,
before
"Oh,
he starts-
fucking see Dave Filoni."
He's gonna get swarmed. Be fucking quiet.
Yeah. So, and then he comes up over to the trailer guy and gives him a huge hug, and he hugs his daughter. I'm like, "Oh shit, they fucking know each other, bro."
Yeah.
So that was really cool.
It'd be funny. The trailer guy's like, "Oh shit!" And he's like, "Who's this? I don't know who this is." Yeah, the guy's like, "Fuck!" And he runs.
The one fun thing too was that Dave was walking around with Tracy Caniobi or something like that. Is her last
Kenobi,
name?
yeah.
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 And I guess
Nickname
she does
Kenobi.
a lot of like public relations or publicity and works with all that kind of stuff within
Yeah.
Lucas Films, LucasArts, or whatever. But no, she recognized us because Kevin had also mentioned to the trailer dude
Yeah.
about like she'll take, people that react to these, whatever, and bring them over to us, and we'll see like this montage of all these reactors and reviewers and all this stuff.
They do like reports about like what's
I
the
think she's,
internet
like, the
buzz
marketing
about
director or
something.
something
Yeah,
like that,
she's head of like I think it said like serial. So anything that's like television shows, long
Episodic
form,
kind of
episodic stuff. So she was like, "Oh yeah, I've put your guys' picture in a lot of my reports. Like do people like it?" And so that's going. I guess they did.
Yeah, but she
that was surreal.
Yeah, it was
cool.
very
She
awesome,
recognized us. I don't know that Dave probably didn't,
No,
but
he
she
did.
did. But
If
but
Dave
then while
did,
they were
I don't think
walking,
he would have let on.
but while they were there, like I look at Tracy, I'm like, is there a way, like our YouTube channel can get a picture with Dave? She goes, I would just say to get someone ready with a camera.
Yep.
And then if you guys are all like, hey Dave, can we get a quick picture? Get it real quick, and then.
So Rick
out.
took the bullet. And
So I was
took
like,
the
Rick,
picture.
here, hold his phone.
It would have
you,
meant
Rick.
the least to me.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Rick.
we appreciate
I
it.
expect you to do the same thing with Shinsuke Nakamura someday.
I absolutely
I-
would.
Definitely.
I will. I don't know who
I'll lie
that is,
down
so I
in
will
traffic
do it
for you.
I want to be on the other side of him.
But but the funnier thing after all that too, like whenever we took the picture, like I pushed in next to Dave in front of Calvin.
Yeah,
So
he
I was
pushed
right
me
next to Dave
to the side.
right next to Dave Filoni. So then later on, I was setting up my screen for my phone, and it's just me and Dave like right next to me.
It looks like
It's hard
the-
to see,
Yeah, I
but
can zoom in on it.
yeah. So I did
It's like
that.
when you cut out like your ex-girlfriend from a
Junkie,
picture
yeah,
because
get
you
that
really
picture.
like the way you look in it.
It's just me and Dave, and then I was doing it next to Calvin, and Calvin looked at it and he goes, "What the fuck, Aaron?
black.
That's why
Do it
you
again."
pushed me out of the way."
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just me and Dave there.
But yeah, it's like whenever you have a picture of your ex-girlfriend, but you really like the way you look, so you cut her out and keep the picture. That's what you've done. That's what you did to Calvin.
Well, I thought you
Yeah.
were gonna say was went and got a picture with him, like a selfie, and then Calvin got a selfie of you getting a selfie with him, and he's
It's the
like
same thing that happened to me and Ray Park,
Ray
on the
Park
first
last year.
celebration.
Yeah.
I was trying to get a picture. You got in the way and then you didn't get out of the way.
Really
did he-
amazing
yeah.
cosplay there. We got some of that in the vlog.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, and like another. I'm sorry. What's her name? The PR lady.
Tracy.
Yeah.
We heard about her the night before, which is another story. We can tell that.
Yeah, that was a great
Yeah.
story. We
That was
were
a fantastic story.
we were at an Italian pizza place. What was it called?
It was called Pizzano's.
Pisano's Pizza.
Pisano.
Okay.
And
Get a picture up.
yeah, we were there with Bigfoot and Zane, a couple wave riders that hung out with us and went to some dinners with us. and
Zayman's a great man.
we had ordered, and we were all kind of like sitting there. I was on my phone looking at something. And I get a tap on my shoulder, and I look up and I see just this beautiful, handsome Asian man.
Yeah.
Looking at me. He's like, I just kind of like, hey, what's up? And he's like, I just want to say I really enjoy your guys' show. And we were like, oh, thanks, just the kind of general, like, yeah, thank you very much, like what, I think Shane was one to ask, like, so what kind of stuff do you like
Yeah, I always
to
had
watch?
What do you like to watch of ours?
And he goes, oh, I like when you guys watch my show.
And we're
And
like,
we all
what do you
kinda like-
talk about? And first I was thinking he was being a smartass. You know what I mean?
You were thinking that, yeah. I was
Really?
just confused.
I didn't. I was like, "What's he mean by that?"
I was
Yeah.
like, okay, what are you in? And he's like, I play
I'm Christopher Sean. I play Kaz in Resistance.
in Star Wars
he
Resistance.
plays the main
yeah.
character in this show.
Yeah. And it's an animated show, so you don't really get to see the faces that well.
Yeah.
And if it was anybody else, like, I feel like I would have gotten it. But
Look
I
at our
haven't-
faces. Like,
I
look
haven't-
look
yeah.
at mine. I'm like, what the fuck?
I hadn't had a chance to really.
Look at Bigfoot.
I know. I hadn't had a chance to really watch any interviews because we were trying to stay away from spoilers on Resistance, and
Yeah.
it only just recently wrapped up. So, but no, it was really cool. He had checked out our reactions. He came up and Zane over there in the corner. He immediately
Isaiah.
I don't know why I keep saying
Zayman.
Zayman. Yeah, I keep fucking it up.
Okay.
But Isaiah, he
Whenever
he
he
reacted
said,
so fucking fast.
when he said, "My name is Kaz," or "My name is Christopher Sean," I'm voice of Kaz. He
Yeah.
reached into a bag with one hand and pulled out a pen and paper immediately and handed it to
He
him.
went
Yeah.
like just whoosh, whoosh.
like you got a full house in cards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I was like, "Dude, no!" And he's like, "No, man, I'll get swamped if I start. I don't want to do that." He's like, "I'll come back over later."
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was cool because he let everything kind of calm down a little
Yeah.
bit. Like we finished eating,
We were
people
in
started
kind of
to
like
leave.
an ancillary room of the restaurant, so
Yeah.
like there was another full table behind us, and they had left. And then after he finished, he came back over and took some pictures with us. It was great.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure she's listening. Shout out to that waitress.
Oh man,
Yeah, she was
that
good.
waitress.
She was really good.
Awesome.
That waitress was awesome.
yeah,
The one the next time we went sucked.
yeah, he
He
sucked.
did. He did suck.
He was pretty
I
bad. Probably
usually
the
give-
worst
Well,
waiter
she
I've
set
ever
the
had.
bar so high.
Well, no, I
It was
usually
a tough act to follow.
I usually give waitstaff like a lot of leeway because I worked
Yeah.
in the food industry for a while.
Yeah.
There's sometimes you just can't do anything. But that second dude, legitimately just was a terrible waiter.
He was. Like,
Yeah.
But anyway, that's beside the point. I mean, it was just so cool. He eventually came back over and talked with us, and said that he enjoyed watching the videos, and he likes watching the reactions. He pointed out that Aaron, I could tell you didn't like the show at the beginning, but as it went on, I could see in the thumbnails that you were smiling more.
So like he looked like through the series, like seeing.
And
what
then
he
that
said.
night, I went back because somebody on Discord, after we had posted the video, had said something about, or the picture, had said something like, "Oh, I think Christopher Sean commented in one of your guys' videos before, but I didn't think it was him. I thought someone was just impersonating."
Yeah,
him."
how
Like a
often
fan
it
account or
happens
something
all
like
the
that.
time.
Yeah.
So I saw that. I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, he's commented before.
He's
I just missed it."
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I got that Dave Filoni shot.
Yeah, the Dave Filoni picture.
Yeah, that was really exciting. We
That
were
was,
so
that
damn
was
happy.
unbelievable.
I wish we had
That-
a chance to try to talk with him a little more, but he was.
Yeah.
If you, that's the thing about the floor. It had just opened up.
Yeah.
We were able to actually get in early. My girlfriend Jancy, she said it's okay for me to talk about it. She was
Okay,
able
cool.
to get us exhibitor badges, so we were able to go a couple order.
Almost failed us.
Yeah. Well, when we first got there, we had ordered our tickets using our email, which were the normal just 5-day passes. And then after that, she was able to get us exhibitor badges, but also use that email. So when we got to Will Call the first day, we put in blind wave and said, "Oh, you guys already got your passes."
Yeah.
I'm like, and the lady looked at me like, "What are you trying to pull?"
She was like, Calvin
Yeah.
Grubb already picked him up.
Yeah,
And I was like, what?
I was like,
I'm Calvin.
I was
Grubb.
like,
Calvin,
I
what'd you
haven't
do?
been here.
I was like pulling up things, and I called Jance. I'm like, "Hey, I think we got a problem." And how long did it take her to fix it? Like a
5
minute.
minutes, like 2 minutes.
Like a minute,
Yeah.
and this guy comes out and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna take care of you." He goes back, he just grabs him,
Yeah, he just takes him off the
He
stack
does him
next
out.
to this
He's like,
lady.
"Here's my phone number. You need anything, you call me." I'm like, "My girlfriend gets shit done, guys."
Yeah, it was really cool.
What was his name again?
I can't remember his name. I had it. I
His
just
cool
deleted it,
shoes.
actually. Yeah, he was.
He had great shoes.
Yeah.
And he had a name like Leo
Yeah, like
Getz.
Forrest Gump, man. You judge the shoes, try to see where
It
they've
was
been.
like Tyler Wills.
Where
wasn't
they
it? Or something
gone?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So what that was able to let us do is just enter the exhibitor hall much earlier than everybody
And leave
else.
later.
So because whenever people go in, it's crowded.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
really crowded. But when you get in there, there's only a couple people walking around. So we were able to get some really cool stuff for the vlog with that. And I tried to the first day get in line for the Hasbro exclusives, the Obi-Wan and Darth Maul. And I got there and I'm like, "Hey, I'm here. You got him." And the guy's like, "I can't give him to you unless you have a lottery winner." I'm like, "I didn't even know they were doing a lottery for the merchandise,
Yeah.
because we didn't even enter into it, I don't think." And I was like, that's disappointing. I really want these, and if I'm gonna, they're on eBay now for like $250.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sucks. Okay, well, and he's like, "You can try back on Sunday. Maybe Sunday you can, that'll be the day that we'll let the general public,
Buy
I'm
'em.
like, "But I'm an exhibitor. I'm here."
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was disappointing. But eventually, just to finish that story off, on Sunday, we were going to go to the Clone Wars panel, and that was at 3:30. We needed to get there and line up before 3. And I'm like, "Rick, Calvin, you guys are not going to the Clone Wars panel because you don't want spoilers."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Can one of you please go wait in line for me and try to get those?" And you had autographs, so
Yeah.
Rick volunteered. I think he stood in line for like 90 minutes, but you were able to get them.
Yeah.
So Rick has my
Yep.
internal. I'm eternally grateful to him.
He took a picture of himself in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
There
hates-
it is.
And
Yeah.
and we should know. They should know how much Rick hates lines. Aaron, tell that story.
What, the one at the movie
Which
theater?
one?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
went to the mall. It's like we drove. What is it? Half an hour, 20 minutes to get to the mall.
I lived in Bartlett at the time.
So that was like a 45-minute
it's definitely
drive.
30 minutes because it's at least 30 minutes back when I lived in Bartlett to anywhere.
Yeah.
So we drove to the mall and we got there and there's a line for, I don't know what it was, Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2, I have no idea. It was some movie coming out late at night. So we were waiting in line for the movie to get in to buy our tickets and stuff. And Rick walks in, finds us standing in lines, goes, "I don't wait in lines," and then walked out and then left. He just left.
He
So
went home.
He drove 30 minutes to drive back home 30 minutes.
There was a line that would take him 5 minutes to wait.
It made no sense.
What I think is
I wasn't
fun-
just waiting in this line though, because I was talking to Maggie on my headset the whole time. So I was having a conversation while standing stationary.
Yeah.
Rick was
I was
considering
not
it.
waiting in a line.
Sure. You just happened to be there.
He was chilling on the phone.
Gotcha. Yeah. But
Chilling
no.
on the
So
phone.
he got those for me, and my week was not destroyed.
Could you imagine if he got up there? He's like, "Oh no, hang on, I'm on the phone." So they let someone in front of him. He bought the last two.
This is why I don't wait in lines.
You blowed it up.
I was so afraid I was going to
You
break them.
son of a-
Like, the lady put them in the bag. I watched them go in the bag.
Yeah.
I never opened the bag.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not touching them.
Yeah.
I'm carrying them at arm's length
No,
away
Rick.
until I get back to the hotel
Someone runs
room.
by and grabs
I'm going
it.
to drop
Yeah,
them on the
right.
bed, and I'm going to leave.
Like
Yeah.
the Hamburglar.
But yeah, I mean, speaking of lines, they had this lottery system for a lot of the really big things, which I
Like
mean,
the
I know a
four
lot.
main
I know a
panels, right?
lot of people were upset because they didn't get. Some people didn't get into anything. Some people didn't get into the stuff they wanted.
I wonder
but-
got into everything.
Yeah, one guy that we met
Yeah.
from Mexico City, right?
Yeah.
He got into everything.
But
Everything.
I think it's because he was by himself.
It's possible.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say though is that there wasn't a whole lot of waiting in lines. There was some, but between last celebration and this one, definitely not
You
a
didn't
whole
have
lot
to
of waiting
sleep
in
on the
lines.
floor.
Yeah.
I actually preferred this system, even though you don't get into everything you absolutely want.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very least, you can manage your expectations because sleeping on the floor made for a good story, but the utter disappointment when we were told
Yeah.
we're not getting in that room after being told we were getting in that room, like
Yeah.
almost ruined that day for me, that whole day. You know,
Yeah.
and we were so damn tired because I slept
I
20
enjoy.
minutes.
Yeah.
I enjoyed. I don't know.
I like the story.
Yeah, I like
but
the story, and I
disappointment
kind of
is
had
there.
fun that night being miserable.
Sure.
If you know what I
Yeah.
mean. And
Like the
seeing that kid play
camaraderie
Kylo
that-
Ren, he was like,
Yeah.
hitting himself. Remember that, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there were
He broke
definitely
the saber.
moments.
That one kid broke the other saber.
man.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
some of
fucking idiot.
the worst moments in your life make for great stories later. You
Yeah.
know, I'm not saying that was the worst of my life, but
Yeah.
I preferred being able to manage and enjoy my time more
And being a front row.
than
That'd be a
and
great
all that
thing.
stuff. So
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, the way Repop handled it with no big queue lines and stuff like that, I preferred it, even though there were a lot of people that didn't like it.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
Let's see, what else didn't make it to security?
Rick, I also sent you a picture of one of the best parts of my week. So on
Okay.
Discord.
What were you saying?
Trying to think what else didn't make it into, like, wouldn't have made it into the vlog.
Oh,
That's
the
what I
vlog.
meant.
You said security.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I was
thinking
like,
about, you're talking about the lines and stuff. I was thinking about security. I'm like, security wouldn't do bad. And I was like, what else didn't make it into security?
I was like, I guess there's that time I had my pocket knife and I didn't get through security.
I think
don't know
if-
why you're bringing that up.
I think if you would have just walked in, he wouldn't have said. It was because you brought it up. It's like, hey, I have this pocket knife.
Well, it
He
would
was
have went
like,
off. I didn't.
Well, yeah, if you would have just tossed it in there, because he was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
another guy had a pocket knife too. Yeah, let me see that.
Yeah.
And then you were like, no, it's keys. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like he saw it and he's like, okay, here you go.
Yeah.
I was just worried about.
wouldn't
like,
have cared.
I wanted to bring it up because I didn't want to be like, what the hell is this? We trying to pull, you know?
Yeah.
So
You gonna stab a
but, yeah.
statue?
Yeah.
One of the most surreal moments for me that I don't think will make it in was we were interviewed by a guy from Le Figaro.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
French
Yeah, that was
newspaper.
really
the-
Nicholas.
Yeah, he's a French journalist.
He messaged on Twitter and stuff, and I talked to him, and we had an interview with him over the weekend, and
The interview's not been published yet, or at least I can't find it.
yeah, it should be on lefigaro.fr.
Yeah, he said that like
Um,
in France, it's
it's-
like the New York Times.
Yeah,
as
it is
for America.
It's the premier newspaper of
yeah.
France.
But he was really cool, and the cool thing is that he was a fan. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he really like knew some shit about Blind Wave that I was like, this is really cool.
The thing I like, because I was trying to coordinate a time of when it could work, and I was trying to talk to you guys in text and stuff, because we were all split up at the time, and
Yeah.
once we got, I was like, okay, this time should work for everybody. He's like, that'll work. You know, Eric, Aaron, Shane, and Rick, or Eric, Aaron, Shane, and Calvin will all be there. I'm like, heck, I think that works so well. Even Rick will be there.
Yeah,
And he was
right.
like, oh yeah, of course, Rick. So, but no, yeah, he knew and had watched different
Yeah.
things, and he knew us all by like name and stuff. So it was cool. He took a picture with us too,
Yeah.
Yeah. He
which was
introduced
fun.
her
He's like,
to-
hey, can I get a picture? We're like, okay.
Yeah, and introduced her
Yeah.
to his boss, and we talked to his boss.
Yeah, he had a lot
for
of great
bit and stuff.
questions. So yeah, he was cool as shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But it'll be in French, so
So
we'll have
maybe
to
we'll get
translate
maybe we'll
it.
get a surge
Yeah.
of subs from France. We'll see.
I'm gonna translate it. It's all gonna be like, fuck these guys. We hate them so much. We hate America.
Fuck the coffee, you know.
Call this coffee.
Coffee's America.
American coffee.
could you imagine if it just turned into like
A hit
this,
piece.
this is what's wrong? Americans doing reactions is terrible. Something like that.
It'd be so two-faced.
Well, you know what was interesting?
Look at this man,
interview.
so fat. Just picture my ass like
I
walking
will-
away.
I will say
That'd
this:
be
there's a
funny.
few times where I was approached like in that room about like queuing up and like some people complaining about it,
Yeah,
and I wasn't sure like the contact, the question if I was being interviewed. I said no, I really liked it,
yeah.
and then the person was like, yeah, you liked it? Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it because of this. I said no,
Yeah.
it was all right. So I thought I was being like, I didn't want to be quoted later like, fuck Shane Frawley from Blind Wave hated Star
Sure.
Wars Celebration, the queuing up.
I mean,
So-
I like the randomness. I guess more than like I mean, yeah, like you earn by waiting 20 hours in line, but then you've wasted
get
20 hours.
cheated
You
out
know,
of it.
you're not sleeping, and some people like that culture. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't.
It's very
young
indiscriminate. It's
people,
very
Eric.
Thanos.
It's
Yeah.
very.
It,
I don't
it treats everybody the same, rich or poor. If you got time or you don't, you know, able
Yeah.
or disabled, all that stuff. You get in or you don't.
If you have a line or if you have a lottery.
If you had the lottery,
Oh, okay.
it's indiscriminate. Yeah,
There's something great about. I don't
Unless
know.
you can't buy a ticket.
Hmm?
Unless you can't buy a ticket.
just
If you're too poor, you can't get a
celebration.
ticket. You can't go.
True. Yes, I guess that's true.
Yeah, but there is also things that you can do to possibly get a ticket.
Yeah,
Perfectly balanced.
A few things, Calvin.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. But what else? I mean, we
You know what I like to do? I like playing Smash Brothers on the way up. That was fun.
Dude, we had
yeah.
four.
It was our first big road trip. With
we had like
with
four
a Switch.
switches.
Yeah.
we were all playing like local wireless on the way up. Like
I didn't play on the way up. I played on the way down.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
play on
cool.
the way up, play on the way
Well,
down.
you
Over.
slept on the way up.
I slept on the way up.
I
It was-
can't
it was
sleep in a car.
fantastic. Yeah,
So it was a godsend to me.
it was,
Yeah.
having
it
that.
was great.
Calvin drove.
I didn't get too
Yeah.
car sick. I
Calvin
think
drove the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
But
good.
like we played a good 6 hours of Smash just on the ride up. I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
I think 6 hours we played that. Really?
I think
Man,
you guys
man,
played
guess
about.
so.
I'd say about 4.
I don't know.
But like
I think you guys played about 4 hours on the way back.
we played less than an hour the whole time we were there, like and in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was disappointing.
There was just so
Yeah.
much to do.
Should have left them in the
Yeah.
car.
It
Yeah.
was just so busy.
Well, it's a thing too. Whenever like we go somewhere and she's like, we need to bring Smash. I'm like, why? He's like, well, whenever we're bored in the hotel room, we can play it. I'm like, yeah, but we could also not be bored in the hotel room. We could go out somewhere and go something. See
Yeah,
something.
we did that. I just
So-
want Smash. I want the option, Aaron. Damn
Yeah.
it.
I guess.
And lots of times we do play Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's not like it's always a waste of time. It's just this time we didn't play as much. But I enjoyed like we had like Thacker. He came up and hung out with us for a while. And
Got abused by you in bed.
Yeah.
okay, so he came up.
I
to
heard
hang
you
out
were
with
pressuring him into bed. That's what he told me.
us. No, what was great is me, him, and Bigfoot. We actually went to the sauna, which was fun. We worked out together, and that was great. Yeah, that was one of my favorite things right there. But yeah, we slept in the same bed, and I hate, like, I'm kind of a light sleeper.
Yeah.
I get woken up easily. I can't get back to sleep. You know what I mean? So I usually take sleeping pills, or sometimes I take melatonin. Well, melatonin's always a given. Okay. Well, you heard stories about me slapping the hell out of Eric when he snores.
I
Real
trained
bad.
myself to not snore anymore. Anybody on the whole trip hear me snore?
I heard you snore just a little bit, then
Yeah.
you faded into a much deeper sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he slept. We had to get 2 hotels. Long story, but the first night I bunked up with Eric at a different hotel, and he was breathing real loud, but he
Yeah.
didn't snore once from when I was awake. 'Cause I was awake for a couple hours, and then I woke up a little
Yeah.
early to work out. And you weren't snoring when I was awake either.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw it out there because I
Okay.
get mocked. Calvin,
Well-
you snore. You snore now.
I do.
And there's a death rasp.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
a death rasp.
I was
Yeah.
like, well, at least we know he's breathing.
Yeah. I have said, and I will continue to tell you, if I'm making that noise, you can wake me up, and I'll roll over, and I'll stop making that
Fine. I
noise.
came in the room a little later, and you were sleeping, and you had like. You were making that noise, and your neck was like back like this.
Oh
and you're
yeah. I sleep with my neck at like 90-degree angles to my
Like, and
body.
Rick is like this sleeping.
Rick,
Dude,
funny.
it sucks when someone's.
growing up with Rick will always like just cover himself up with stuff and like is sleeping
Yeah.
under covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Eric, the one night whenever you said that you came in, and like they were already in bed, and then you
Yeah.
went out to get a smoke and you came back in.
Oh,
Yeah.
the first night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
the
was
second
that was
hotel
funny.
was funny.
So like
Yeah.
Eric went into the room with Calvin and Rick, and they were both sleeping already but one on each bed, and there's only 2 beds in the room.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought Aaron and I were sleeping together in
In the other room.
the other room.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's
Those
what I
are
thought
two
was
originally.
happening.
Yeah.
So I unpacked my stuff. I was sleeping in that bed, and waiting for Aaron. Calvin was in the other bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever I left, they were each sleeping in a bed, and I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to like wake anybody up or crowd someone. So when I came back in, it was pitch black. I couldn't see anything. I didn't want to turn my phone on or anything. So I just kind of like slowly went and got a pillow and a blanket, and like in the corner, I was like laying down so I
And
could
I was
sleep.
awake this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Just
just
watching
a
him with-
light just
with
like
dark
hits
vision.
my eyes, like a criminal escaping from prison, you know. And he's like, "What are you doing?"
He's beside the bed with like blankets, and he's like doing this with them. And I'm thinking like, what on earth is he doing? And then he starts like throwing the pillow down and kneeling down. I'm like,
Yeah.
turn my flashlight on. I was like, Eric, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just trying, I don't want to disturb anybody. And then like I can kind of see you guys are both in one bed and the other one's empty. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's fell asleep on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just picked up
Well,
your
you
shit
didn't
and-
want to disturb anybody. Well, I'll tell you, finish my story.
Yeah.
Well, Thacker bunked up with me because I had the biggest bed. No, I know Aaron had the biggest bed. Anyway, Thacker bunked up.
Yeah, which is again weird to me.
Well, I knew it. Well, I knew Aaron
just
would
laying
never
in
let
bed.
it down.
I was just laying in bed, and I'm like, "Where's Thack sleeping?" Because I think he was getting ready to the floor. He's like, "No, he's gonna sleep in my bed." I'm like, "Oh,
Well, I
okay."
wasn't
You're
gonna
like,
let-
"Well,
I
you'll never let me live it down, Aaron." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I just let it happen.
Well, I know you wouldn't. Well, you shouldn't have anyone stay the night, Shane. You know what I mean?
I just let it happen. I'm like, that's what
Well,
happened.
Thacker was getting ready to sleep on the floor. I'm like, I'm not gonna let the man sleep on the floor like a
You sh-
barbarian.
You should have slept on the floor.
You probably should have.
No,
You
I
would
would
agree
have
now.
still woke up and hit him. Well, okay,
So long story short, he woke up. And
You
hit
woke
him.
up and hit
I
him.
made the mistake. I made the mistake of not going to sleep first. Okay.
Yeah.
And multiple times throughout the night, Aaron and Thack were snoring fucking loudly.
Sure.
And one time it was like every other breath, it was like fucking. They were both snoring. So every time Aaron took a breath, Thack would snore. It was terrible.
I don't snore. I stayed awake one of those nights, and I didn't hear it once.
Anyways, so they're both snoring, and Thack much louder. Okay.
Sure.
And I'll tell you what, I love Thack. Matt Thacker's a good man. He's a good friend of mine. I tell him many things. He tells me many things. Just want
But-
to get that out there. I love him. I'd lay down traffic.
And
for
now
him.
you're gonna publicly embarrass him. Go.
Okay, this motherfucker snored like a motherfucker, man. So I'm sitting there just elbowing the shit out of him, and like just enough so he'd wake up and then stop snoring. And
Sure.
Elbowed the shit out of him just enough.
he was sitting there just like that, like that, just act like I'm sleeping. He'd wake up and like I'd hear him wake up, huh? You know what I mean? And a few of those times he woke up and stayed up for a while. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. And then I slap him, and then like we're laying on the bed, so I take my
Jesus.
sorry. Woo!
Thanks, Shane.
And then
Yeah.
like-
talking
Okay,
like-
well I take my feet, and I would just like hit them, like
Yeah.
to shake the whole fucking bed, and he'd stop snoring.
Sure.
It happened a dozen times.
Yeah.
That and then one time I went into the bathroom with my pillow into the bathtub. I didn't have a blanket though, so I got my Nike hoodie and put it like on my legs. You know what I mean? Like a blanket.
You mean you stepped into the hoodie like
Yeah.
like a sack?
Yeah, yeah. And I laid there. I'm like, this is not gonna work. So I went back out there and just did the whole pillow thing. I got just a couple hours of sleep because I'm not a very deep sleeper, and I ended up sleeping in the day after that pretty late to like 10, which for us is pretty late.
But you guys were up doing Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
but
Yeah.
I could tell he wasn't happy with me, so I'm sorry, Matt. But he's like, you too snore. He's like, you snore too, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, the next morning he's like, "Yeah, this asshole keeps on hitting me, and you know what? You snore too, Shane. But ain't nobody hitting you, huh?"
I love that.
Oh, that's funny.
Well,
Listen.
See, I use my superpower. I just rolled over onto my deaf ear. Can't hear a thing.
But
Yeah.
the best night was
Yeah.
definitely you guys were all in the other room doing Game of Thrones. I was
Yeah.
out like a light
Yeah.
by the time you guys ever came
Yeah.
in.
great.
No, we took an entire reaction setup with us. We did a reaction to like one of the greatest trailers. What a hype reaction it was to
Yeah,
episode 9.
that was amazing.
It's like we have such a professional setup here. It was like indie filmmaking.
It kind of was. It was like run and gun. Yeah, we just
Had to keep the door closed whenever maids walked by, so they didn't report
Yeah.
us
Well,
for forming.
One of
filming
them
porn or
delivered
anything.
something, and all the cameras and all the lights were set up
Yeah.
in the hotel bedroom.
Yeah.
She was like looking in and gave me this look. I just shut the door real quick. I'm not having that conversation.
No, sir.
Yeah, but it was. No, it was. No, I really liked the hotel, and like Aaron on the last night actually went to the sauna with me, and I think you were kind of like, "Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here to use." I was like, "Yeah, this gym
No,
is like."
it wasn't the sauna didn't have a lot of stuff in it to use, but no, like the spa / workout room, whatever, had like
it was
there
nice and high tech. Yeah,
several like bikes or several
there's a dozen bikes, a dozen treadmills,
some workout machines,
Stairmaster.
a pool.
Yeah.
And then you went into the bathroom and there was like lockers and stuff that you could like
Like,
program a
it's
little
not like the
security
Y
code
too.
and
It's like
stuff.
nice lockers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were like wooden and
The
stuff. They were
Cadillac
cool.
of lockers.
And then the sauna was fairly big. It was crazy.
about 4 times as big as much
It was
bigger.
hot.
Much
Then there
bigger.
was a shower right there outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really nice. Yeah.
It's weird, but I think my favorite thing of the convention was the trailer guy also being deaf in one ear, and you
Yeah.
guys just having this conversation about like
about editing with
Yeah.
one ear.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where like you meet someone that has an experience that you think is just you, and it's like an instant bond.
Yeah, it was
like
great.
we were
Yeah.
both like, I understand you, you understand me. Let's be friends.
It's like that story of these war veterans meeting each other in a shoe store, and one left leg is cut off, and the right leg is cut off, and they both wear the same size shoe.
No, that was
they
was
share
cool.
a pair.
Yeah.
Split the cost.
He was like, have you ever rendered something with only one audio channel? I'm like, yeah, a huge project that I got paid for.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and the solidarity of meeting fellow wrestling fans on the floor.
Yeah.
The guy that was giving you guys the Vader Immortal demo, he was like, yeah, I'm really not into the Star Wars stuff. I'm more of a wrestling guy. It's like, brother.
I didn't seem more excited the whole weekend.
I just talked this whole time while you guys were.
Yeah, there was one other time Rick was more excited, and that's when he met a guy who was cosplaying as
the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
Carrying like a stormtrooper helmet.
We have that whole thing on the
Did we have all that in the
Yeah.
vlog?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
That's all vlogged.
I'll tell you a thing that I love is the first time I went to the sauna with Rick and Bigfoot. We were all in there, and we went in there. We all taking our clothes off. Bigfoot takes his shirt off. He's massive. Rick looks at me. He goes, "I'm going back to the hotel room."
It wasn't like that. I was thinking like,
He's like, I'm going to go do yoga.
I've probably got like 90 minutes. I can either do it in the sauna or I can go back and do my yoga.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm doing my yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in.
But he is a big man.
Yeah. Well, it was like you looked at me and you're like,
I was in the room talking to Jancy. You came in and started doing yoga. I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, it was just funny. Yeah.
Did you join him?
No.
Oh.
He did not. He
Well.
was like, I was in, there wasn't a lot of room in the hotel
Sure.
room. So he was like climbing over our bed. in
Yeah, I
order
was like,
to
well,
get to the laptop.
I got to put videos up. Yeah, that was another thing too. I want to put a big shout out to Billy and Rop and Ultra especially Rop for helping cover our usual YouTube work in the mornings and stuff. Rop was helping me with uploading, and Billy stayed up all night to edit Game of Thrones for us. And I think Ultra did the thumbnail that night. And, it was a big collaborative effort with our editors to make sure that we were getting our normal content out. And I know I was late for a couple things, but our subscribers are awesome. They usually they understand a lot.
yeah. And Billy's still working on the vlog now, so thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
One of the greatest things for me also just reacting to some of these trailers. Like they're so unbelievable. Like the night before the Star Wars Episode 9 trailer, Aaron and I were having this, I guess, semi-deep conversation about reacting and emotion, and he would just tell me sometimes I feel like you're not into it, or you don't, like emotionally, like you don't cry like during sad parts, and I refuted that with the Last Samurai video. But then the very next day we watched Star Wars Episode 9 trailer together, and I cried, and I was like, in the trailer reaction, I was like, see Aaron, I cried. So like,
Good job.
Yeah.
So you prove my point? That's what you're saying?
No, that I do cry.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your point is that he's not as into it.
Huh?
Your point is that he said it's something I don't. He says, I feel like you don't cry or basically have an emotionlessness to me,
Sure.
which I don't think I do. I feel like I cry when it's appropriate.
Yeah. So everybody else is inappropriate when they get emotional. That's what you're saying.
Sometimes,
See this? I'm
No,
being appropriate right now.
No, sometimes I feel like I'm more sad than you guys who cry, and then like I feel like I watch something and it's sad and it stays with me for days, and then the next time you guys will cry, then you'll laugh a minute later. I'm thinking,
I get you,
and I'm thinking I can't laugh. I'm still sad over that.
I think I understand what you're saying when it comes to that. It does. I do take that sometimes when you say something like that as like, well, my feelings are real. You guys are faking. When you're
No,
crying.
I don't think that.
I know, but I just want to make sure we point that out. That's not how you feel.
No.
Okay. Because I don't get emotional super often, but when I do, it's authentic,
Yeah.
But like sometimes I feel like I'm getting emotional. You look at me like, what the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's emotional. I'm getting it out.
I've definitely felt that way before.
Yeah. But anyway, episode 9 was the standard in which we all were emotional, except for Rick, who couldn't watch.
Yeah.
It was great. Loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
wow.
absolutely crazy.
It just looks like a beautiful movie too.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially that one last
it's a great
scene.
teaser. I think that regardless of what people felt, with the other films and stuff like that. I mean, I think a lot of people would say, yeah, it looks cool, but I don't want to be deceived, or I can't wait.
Yeah.
Seems to be the kind of prevailing thing.
Yeah.
I've only seen a couple of people saying like, no, the trailer sucked.
Yeah. And please no spoilers in chat, because Rick has not seen any of the sequel trilogy movies.
Yeah.
True. He is not.
Yeah,
Which we need to figure out what we're going to do with that.
we do. We'll figure it
I
out.
thought you were going to watch it before we left.
I was.
That would have been a bad idea, I think.
But then I was like, I don't want to ruin my mood
Is that
Star
what it
Wars
is?
Celebration.
I told him too. He's like, I'm gonna go home. And he's like, Maggie's gonna do something. I'm gonna watch the Star Wars movies. I'm like, Rick, you need to watch those with us.
In case I
Yeah.
don't
with
like
people
it.
around you to make sure you
I might love
understand
it. I love Solo.
how good they are.
Yeah, knowing with
Sure.
what you know about like the
Yeah,
prequel
but
trilogy and
I'm
what
so-
you don't
you
like
hate
about the
Rogue
prequel
One.
trilogy.
Yeah.
Like
I'm so excited about The Mandalorian. Like, being in there and seeing that trailer.
Oh, that was so good.
So good!
I
love
would
that.
say like
seeing
the
Apollo
most
Creed walk out.
the most excited I saw Rick was when the guy brought up wrestling and whenever Carl Weathers came
Weathers.
out. He came out and Rick's like, huh? And I'm like, oh yeah, you guys don't fucking know Carl Weathers is in this.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
I didn't hear anything
What
about
I'm-
it. I didn't look up
And
anything.
he started
so.
doing the you.
Yeah.
I want you.
Yeah.
I want you.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Oh my god.
He just came out and just absorbed all the love.
yeah.
Right?
When I was yelling like, "Get a stew going,
yeah,
baby!"
still going.
Because the rest of Element, he plays Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays himself as an
Yeah.
acting coach.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
just
He's
crook.
destitute acting
It's
coach.
great. It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. But
Yeah.
no, speaking of the panels, we can get into those. We got into the Mandalorian and the 20th anniversary, and we also
And
went
then we
to
did Clone Wars and Rebels.
Yeah.
And I
Dude.
can't even. Mandalorian is probably my favorite, though I love them all. But
Yeah.
it was definitely Mandalorian. I think that was like, oh my god, especially because
Yeah.
and I know a lot of you guys were pissed off like in the moment because they just cut off the
Yeah,
stream.
they cut off the stream.
Yeah, but there were people like there was a guy in front of us that was recording, and a security guard was like standing like, hey, turn it off. He just kept recording,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that things have been out there now and leaked and everything, but it was a special moment watching that stuff for the first time on
I
that
have
big screen.
footage on my phone of trying to record myself react. I'm like, I don't want to record that. I want to record me,
Yeah.
But it is so dark,
I did
though. I
get
don't know if
Derek and I
anything's any
reacting
good.
to Carl Weathers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty great.
I think I got Aaron and myself for
Another-
some of it. Yeah.
Another big moment, because in the panels themselves, we didn't have a whole lot for like vlogs, I don't think.
No.
But
No.
a moment I really liked was before the Phantom Menace. I enjoyed that they played the Weird Al Yankovic song.
That was great.
And then, like-
Shane Instagrammed that.
Yeah,
and then like everybody's like
it's
everybody's like waving their sabers and phones back and
Yeah.
forth and singing along too, and I had so much fun with that. It was great.
Yeah.
I was like, this is great. Where do you get this any other time?
Yeah,
Where,
that was,
Rick?
That was
Where?
fantastic.
I liked Warwick Davis and Anthony Daniels like jabs at one
Yeah.
another.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
that
were
was
great.
fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed that panel. I love seeing like just more stuff behind the scenes. Some of the people who don't get recognized quite as much as the stars.
Yeah, I mean they had John Knoll up there, Matthew Wood. I mean they had a lot of really cool stuff.
And
a
I
lot
get
of
emotional
behind-the-scenes
talk,
stuff.
like with Ray Park talking about what it's done for his life.
Yeah.
And how you can see how grateful that man is. He went
Yeah.
over to like the front row, the guys who got the great
The
seats.
best seats in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
He went over, shook every single one of their hands. Like you hear him in interviews. How
I gotta
grateful
say,
he is.
like, all of the people that are involved in Star Wars are really good with the fans. But
Yes.
I think Ray Park might be the best with his fans.
Except
Yeah.
when it comes to showing up on time for autographs.
He tries, man. He tries.
because
He
he's talking to
does
other
try.
fans, Rick.
Yeah.
It's 'cause he's talking to
Yeah.
other fans.
On one day, he slept in, and he was like 2 hours late. But even still, without that one, every other day, he was still the last one there
Yeah.
because he would talk with every fan for like 5 minutes about whatever.
Yeah.
About anything. There was one guy who was in front of me in line when I went to get his autograph that, I don't know, he said that I could understand that he said that he went to Star Wars Celebration Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But his English wasn't that great.
Sure.
But you could tell Ray was like trying
Yeah.
and was trying to like talk with him and stuff. And even though he didn't spend as much time as like someone else that could speak English,
Yeah.
he still was like he was talking with him. He had me take a picture of them. He's like, "Come around here," and he
Sure.
took a selfie with him and stuff. And he was still really nice to everybody. He, as accommodating as he could be. He signed my picture. And then he told me to take off my badge, and he signed my badge too.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody that I've spoken to, like, they all seem to have had a moment with Ray Park.
Yeah.
Like, he gives you time and a piece of himself whenever he interacts with those people. Where, sometimes other actors just you don't have, like it can be really overpowering to meet so many passionate people like that, or they just don't have the time. But,
Yeah.
like, Ray really
I think
wants
Ray
you
is-
to have an experience.
I think
with
Ray
him.
is special in that he
Yeah.
has that much energy
Yeah.
all the time.
When he walks out on stage, like he's like standing like a badass. Like
Yeah.
he's trying to do.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's got this
Eric was like,
knee-length
look how-
leather
look how
coat
he's
that
staying
wears.
He's going to kick everybody in this room's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was actually last night with Joy looking up some because she actually watched a reaction for the first time last night. I was
Yeah.
telling her about it. I was just looking up some interviews with Ray Park and what it's like for him to, return to the Star Wars universe in certain ways, and just it's funny just because he's been waiting for a call, standing by the phone for 20 years, just waiting for a call.
Yeah.
In case he gets it. So he keeps himself into shape and. you
Well,
know.
it's the same kind of thing that happened to the original cast,
Yeah.
like 17 years afterwards for the prequel trilogy.
Mhm.
You know,
yeah.
people like Anthony Daniels and Warwick Davis.
Ian
Yeah.
McDermott had some pretty
Yeah.
funny lines as well,
Yeah.
talking to George about like his character
Yeah.
and things.
I love
in
when
the
they
original
impersonate
trilogy.
George too.
Yeah, they all
Oh,
they all
Though
do.
the best impersonation I think was
Sam.
Sam Witwer and Dave Filoni.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
spot on.
Oh my
Spot
gosh!
on.
Oh, another it was another
Yeah.
fantastic thing is when me and Eric and Aaron were in the Rebels panel, and these actors and actresses are talking because they're like family.
Yeah.
And when one found out that she was coming back to a certain show, she was really excited. Like, well, she found out because this other guy broke his non-disclosure agreement, texted and said, "I need to make sure you're not going to tell anybody."
Yeah.
Why would I? They were reading this conversation on stage, and Dave puts his hat down in his face.
Yeah.
He's shaking
It was
his
so
head,
funny.
like he is so embarrassed.
He
like,
had
what
this.
the-
He had this thing called the what was it?
The trust tree?
The trust tree, where he's talking about like I tell you this, I tell you this, and then whenever these things get out, I know who did it. That kind of thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like I have
And,
to saw a whole branch off.
So many people talked
like
independently
Long John
about the
Silver.
trust tree. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a terrific experience. So glad I got to go.
I also I told these guys like one of my big comeaways from Celebration was just how important and integral Dave Filoni has made himself through his effort to better Star Wars. That's how important he is to Star Wars. Like, I absolutely love the bromance of Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, where like Jon Favreau had this idea for this project. Lucasfilm's like, all right, let's try it. Go talk to Dave.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now Dave's involved and they're working
Yeah.
together, and you can really see like it's a collaborative effort. And
Well,
I
and
really
how
love that.
it was-
And I just feel like I feel almost like a kinship or an ownership of Dave Filoni. It's like, no, he was ours first. Don't let him,
Yeah,
fly.
because we
Don't let him fly.
champion-
He'll never come back.
We championed the Clone Wars when people were
Yeah.
pessimistic about it in the beginning, and
Yeah,
ended up winning all
exactly.
these Emmys.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see a meritocracy work so well.
Yeah, but
him,
I mean,
you know?
just him having his hand in a lot of these projects and being consulted and being kind of like the gatekeeper of like what you should and shouldn't do when it comes to Star Wars, because that man learned at the feet of
Exactly,
Lucas,
he learned.
Yeah.
And it's great. Just like, and he just knows stuff as a fan. Like
Yeah.
in the same, like last night, I was watching stuff with Sam Witwer. I mean, when he came back to voice a certain character, and they were
Yeah.
talking about like how he would do it. And he pulls out this lightsaber. He's like, "Oh, well, which lightsaber? Is it a dark saber? Is it this? Is it that? Because
Yeah.
if it's this, he'd be holding it like this."
Yeah,
And he said most of his other projects, the producer would shut that down and go,
Yeah.
"No, you're going to do it this way." But like Ron Howard would be like, "No, tell me more because I
Yeah.
don't know." So they let Sam, like basically, in Ray Park, who knows so much about characters,
Sure.
explain
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
yeah.
Only in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I've got Shane's picture here that he sent.
Yeah, one of the best times for me. Yeah, we got to go to the
yeah.
United Center.
Oh yeah.
And see the Michael Jordan
yeah.
statue that was erected after his first 3 championships.
Mm-hmm.
Made me emotional. It was great.
It's a fantastic statue.
It's huge, yeah. And like Aaron said, like he looks bigger, but the ball looks like a regulation-sized ball. But I think he's about the same size, but he's on that cloud of.
I don't think he's
Dude, he's
the same size.
He's jumping on those guys so hard
Yeah.
they're like turning into
He's
rocks
6'6",
and shit.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't understand how they turn to rocks.
yeah.
Might as well.
No,
we
it's
need to go to
bronze,
like
Aaron.
an art gallery with Aaron. Well, he'll tell the artist what you're actually doing.
Yeah.
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 Just
It's like
this one's not getting. Here's why. Okay, you're doing this, this, and this. All right, and that sucks. And you'd be like, "That's not what I was going for. That's what I got."
That's
Super
your
impressive
fault.
statue.
So
Well, and I got to talk to the security guard who works there, and he was like, "This is the best retirement job of your
Yeah.
life. You get to meet NBA players and everything
Sure.
else." His daughter's paraplegic, and she always sat kind of at a certain spot on the court, and he's not allowed. He's not supposed to be allowed to talk to the stars, but they talk all the time.
Sure.
Well, no one ever talked to Jordan. I mean, he just didn't talk to anyone. Jordan had the attitude when he was younger that you have to be at this level to talk to me. Even that's how he just was. You know what I mean? But one time it was really icy outside, and that guy was having trouble getting his daughter up the stairs because it wasn't wheelchair accessible in the old stadium. So Michael Jordan saw that, got his daughter, picked her up in his arms and carried him into the locker room.
Yeah.
And said, "Hey, everybody, say hi."
yeah,
Said it made him cry, and he shook Jordan's hand and stuff
Mhm.
like that. Yeah.
yeah,
So that was real cool. And Calvin brought in a knife, and he let Calvin keep it. He said, "Just go."
yeah.
wasn't me.
Oh, it was Eric. Yeah, it was Eric, wasn't it?
Well,
He had a knife?
Yeah, mine. Yeah, I pointed out, I was like, I don't think we want to have this one in here because I don't want it to go through the metal detector. And he's like, what's this? You know, people would swarm me, you know.
Well, as long as you're not hiding it, if you
But
just
he
toss
was
it
like,
over there.
just come back, you
Yeah.
know.
It's not illegal to have a pocket
Yeah.
knife.
Yeah, so it was great to see the greatest of all time, 6 for 6,
Unless you have
with
an
6
illegal
finals
pocket knife.
MVPs. Never had a game 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pretty crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
just
cool.
objectively the best.
Yeah.
So we've got some pretty cool memes. Some of them came out before we left, but some of them incorporate some of the stuff we posted for Star Wars Celebration as
Okay.
well. So I'll show a few of those off here. You have Binoy's Greatest Hits. I might have seen last week. I couldn't remember. It was
Shane,
on the
look
precipice.
at your
I haven't
fucking
seen that
hair.
one. Look at that. Yeah.
That's from my Instagram.
There's
man.
Ayla back there.
Yeah.
Wait.
Maggie from Novus and Novi.
Yep.
What's in the right bottom corner?
Down here.
It's another hand, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, that's my hand.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it?
It's
Oh,
Eric's
yeah.
hand
That's
and
your-
Eric's
my
hand.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a dick.
No. What?
I'm like, what the hell is it?
Dick looks like that.
I don't know. Like, what the hell is that over there?
See, we got to take you to an art museum.
Yep. We got to.
Wait, I'm not on the cover.
Yeah, I think you're where, like, my stomach is. I think you're in like a
Oh,
Green Arrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
Jesus, Rick.
my bad.
I'm like,
You missed out on Grodd, too.
I'm like that old
I
the
love-
old Maggie from Novus
Novus
and
Novi,
Novi is on
yeah.
there. I didn't
You
make
mean
it at
young
all.
That's so
Grodd
funny.
got on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's so funny.
I love that.
That's fantastic.
Thank
Okay.
you for giving us that, Rick.
That's good. And then
fuck! I didn't even make it on the cover. What the
Okay,
hell?
so this
This is a meme.
It was a windy
Yeah.
fucking time.
so you guys took a picture of the T-shirt.
I took a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we took
which-
a couple, didn't you? I
Yeah.
guess?
I
It's
took
not
a
here.
couple. Yeah.
but go on.
Yeah, it's not even on there. They took it off.
They
They took it
but,
off. Why?
Yeah, but we had a giveaway for our Star Wars theme Blind Wave logo T-shirt, and Calvin put up that picture on Instagram or something, or
Yeah.
Twitter. Mm-hmm. And then everybody just went crazy with the memes. I saw a couple. I hadn't seen that one. That one's fucking funny. It was
Yeah.
windy as shit in Chicago. I know
Yeah.
they say that's the windy city, but I wasn't prepared.
I said it was.
Especially that one
I
day
was prepared.
You know what?
when we were walking back from Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
It
Yeah.
was snowing and shit, and we went into that one
Dude.
alley where it was like a wind tunnel. And I
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck this city."
Every time a snow hit, every time one snowflake hit your face, it like melted to be half a cup of water.
Yeah, it was unreal.
It was like
how
we had
much
jumped in a
water was
pool
in that
when we
snow.
got into the hotel. It was crazy.
I did not want to be burdened by a jacket or a sweater or
You didn't.
anything, so I
You
took
didn't.
nothing and just wore my shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is
Flash
that?
dance.
Flash tan.
That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny.
Just
Yeah.
Calvin Grubb. That's it. Calvin Grubb.
Yeah.
Yep.
Special collector's edition. What were you doing?
I was on a pole. In our first
What is that?
room.
What am I from? What was that from?
I don't know. A reaction or something.
It's a reaction.
It's definitely
Must be.
It's
it's definitely in the best of Blind Wave 2018.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't remember what it's from.
You're
It's-
wearing the
that's-
garage shirt.
Well, yeah, it's
so
in.
I think you're just
No, I wasn't. That was a Photoshop earlier. That's not a garage shirt. But it looks like it's at least in the blue room because of the saturation of the red.
That's
face
just your
isn't-
face.
no,
That's just
sometimes
your
it
face,
is.
Eric.
Sometimes it is, but it's in my hair too.
Now that one was pretty good, but if this
Is
is
it
the image,
I'm so torqued?
I
Okay, it must
think
be that.
This one I enjoy better.
Oh
Very
my
nice.
gosh,
Very
that's
nice.
great.
Fucking
That's
funny.
a good look of the Ewok there.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, yub nub.
So you just went up and interviewed everybody, huh? I didn't realize you did that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
We're just trying to think of stuff to do, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see, we got this one, which was posted before, but they added
Wow.
me in.
Yeah.
Oh, you're interviewing. Well, what is
Yeah.
what is Eric doing?
Making sure he's alive.
Just grabbing his folds?
no.
Yeah.
I'm checking for a pulse.
Is that what you're doing? Like I'm lounging like Jabba is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shane's just happy to be a slave.
Yeah.
And then we've got this one.
Oh my gosh, that's so
King
funny.
Gandhi.
Nice, nice.
Fucking King Candy.
Is that
Jesus.
That's great.
is the Sabak one? Has that been released?
The what?
Sabak.
Oh, the photos that you posted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I
You,
wasn't sure.
you posted them.
You posted them. What do you mean they've been released?
And then this one isn't a meme, but someone drew it in our Discord, and I'll find their name in a second. Or painted it, I should say.
Ooh,
nice.
That
That's
looks really nice.
awesome.
That's really good. Yeah.
Right up here.
It was great.
That's like Clone
that
Wars art
is-
style too.
Yeah.
Mac
The big
Attack.
eyes.
Oh, Mac Attack.
Mac
I
Attack.
just got
Attack.
something from him in mailbag today.
Yeah.
That's
It was
a
awesome.
great painting.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you,
thing
Mac
we got
Attack.
in mailbag was amazing. Thank you very much for that
Yes.
as well.
Did I? Okay. You guys didn't hear it.
No,
That-
I haven't
okay.
heard anything
I
yet.
didn't hear one.
They're probably bundling them all together.
That's all of them.
Yeah, that's all I got.
The thing I liked was, and I think it got posted, didn't it? There was a picture that I took of Calvin because of a meme that had been rolling around already.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Calvin, you gotta do this. And it was great. It was the best thing ever. Where was it? Here. Let me send it to you, Rick. It's gonna take time to load, probably.
Okay. While you're looking up that, I just got a subscription from Isnog, 2 months. Much love from Austria. It's spelled Isno. Forgot the GG.
Oh. Thank you, Isna.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
2 months of subscription. I
It
hope you
is.
enjoy
Yes,
the
thank you.
content.
That
and
helps us out.
Continue enjoying the
Yes.
content. So Eric,
Yeah.
got anything funny to say?
Yeah. Well, not funny, but I also sent you a picture, Rick.
Oh,
I spent a couple of days going around and getting some figures, and I amassed a little bit of a small collection of the stuff that I got. So that's my load there.
yeah,
The top left is what Rick got for me,
yeah.
and then
Those-
everything
those
else
two.
was kind of like stuff I found that was
It's
decently
a lot
priced.
of action figures.
There's 3 or 4 of them that are replacing things that I already had that were destroyed, and then some new stuff. So I was super excited. But that's covering a queen size bed.
Yeah,
So that was
Okay.
what I got. And I also got this this exclusive shirt, this Vader shirt. I really
yeah.
like it.
Which that's
it-
really cool.
That's
What-
really cool.
Eric,
yeah.
what does it say?
Yeah, Nani? I don't know.
You have no idea what you're just wearing a shirt. You have no idea what it says.
Yeah, it could say it's a butthole or something. I don't know.
Yeah, what if
It's
it
got
says
Vader
something
on
like
it?
that?
Who cares?
Like I like toilets. I don't know.
I do. I prefer them to
love
other things.
toilets. Yes.
I do like toilets.
Yes, it's not a great
Yay.
one, but yes.
Oh yeah.
J.J. Abrams, Super
I
8,
was,
one of the
uh,
greatest movies ever.
I was riding high because I was really, really, really close to the Star Wars show, like front row. Whenever Daisy Ridley, Oscar Isaac, JJ, and who played what's
John
Rose,
Boyega?
Rose's name?
Kelly
Marie
Tran.
Tran. Yeah.
And John Boyega, they were all there. They were shooting shirts over my head because I was so close.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, these guys are gonna be so jealous. And then
That was the
that's
belt.
it.
I'll get it.
But I was like, those guys are gonna be so jealous that I was so close. I could almost reach out and touch them. And then right then, Aaron sends me a picture of J.J. Abrams. I'm like, no.
Well, for a while
Or
there,
no, the first was it J.J. first?
I got John Boyega
It- yeah,
first,
it
but
was
that
that.
one's worse. You want to see that
Yeah,
one?
that was not great.
I didn't know you got John.
Hang on, it's worse.
While
You
you're
didn't
looking
even
up
bother
that,
sending it to the group
here's,
chat.
The original.
Yeah, that's the original. There was a really cool job of the tongue actually.
No,
moves.
that's not the original.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
You're right.
okay.
There
Yeah.
was the original. There was the bed that
Yeah.
he was
Yes.
the one doing it, and then someone made a meme of him with Jabba. So then when we saw Jabba, on Calvin, do the thing. Let's create it again.
Yeah.
Let's see here, John's.
Yeah, the original is the one that I posted on Twitter.
So this is the best I got with John. So like I happened to be waiting on Sam Witwer, right? So Sam
Yeah.
Witwer's line was late. It was taking time for him to get there, so we're waiting, and all of them are coming back and forth through. So it's like he's not even there for me.
Yeah.
He's just right behind me. It's like this is like your Ray Park picture.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
with he's
He's
over there
with somebody
Shane.
else. Yeah.
So, but I'm like, oh look, he's so close. So I just started taking pictures of like they're here. Maybe they'll come over, and I got pushed so far over by
Yeah.
all these people.
People
they were
are-
just pushing. They literally were pushing. Like I was
had a
standing
guy,
there, and like I would go up and stand in a spot, but I wouldn't push anybody.
Yeah.
But
There
some
were
guy
so many
literally
people
put
that
his elbow into my back, and
Yeah.
and I'm like, geez, no man, I'm not going into here. You're not supposed to go into here. He's like, I don't know what he was saying. He was just,
Yeah.
I couldn't understand him.
Yeah.
But no, it was crazy. And then people started yelling at me for being in the wrong place. I'm like, I'm not trying to be in the wrong place. I was
Yeah.
just here. So then I got in Sam Witwer's line because I was heading to his line when John was coming through. And then I happened to be along the line whenever like Kelly walked through. I took a picture of her. She was quick. She was just waiting
Yeah.
though. Oscar Isaacs came through. I took a picture
Yeah.
of him. He was real quick too. Kathleen Kennedy bumped shoulders with me when John was there.
Yeah,
And then by the time she was passed, I'm like, oh shit, they went Kathleen.
sure.
Yeah.
And then whenever JJ was coming through, he was spending a little bit of time, not as much as John, because they took John back out again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when JJ came through, he would like sign a couple of things, and I was just like, I gotta get something with him. So I was just taking pictures. I had like 6 pictures of JJ just behind me somewhere. I'm like, picture, another picture, another picture. Like, JJ, can you? He did his little thing, and I just took something.
He's good at it.
But like I think my hands are always shaking from holding it or whatever, and it's just. I got something.
It's a little blurry.
It's not
cool.
Perfect, but hey, he was there and he was looking at my camera.
Yeah. I was right next to JJ, and a guy pushed in front of me and pushed my arm with my phone down. JJ was actually looking at my phone like I was about to hit the picture, and some guy like slammed my arm down so I couldn't take a picture so that he could get in there and take a picture with JJ.
Man, that's a lot of treat
See,
stream.
holy shit.
I understand, like, they want to get pictures and everything with him, which I think was great. But I think to the point of pushing is a little much, you know?
It's
just
it's
get
a
there
lot.
and stay calm.
Well,
That's
some short girl tried to like push into my back to get through. I'm like, there's no way you're doing this, lady.
Well, that's why they that's why they rush through now and they try to get out of there because people are pushing and crowding and doing too much instead of just stay calm, don't freak out. If you can get there, cool. If you can't, then sorry. Try next time.
Yeah. And that was my attitude with John Boyega because people were going crazy around him.
And I saw a couple people that were like, they had like 6 things they were trying to get him to sign. You know, they signed 4 of them, and then they try to push more. And he's like, sorry, I gotta move on. And like, oh, fuck. And then you could see like the expressions on their face, like, oh, fucking. You know, you're too good for me. You know, it's like, dude, we want to sign your 7th thing so you can sell them on eBay.
4 more things than 90% of the other people here.
Like, just have a fucking experience. Because there was also a lot of like putting 50 phones in their faces and stuff. You know?
Like.
But I think the selfie thing I think is fine. But like, just it was a lot of craziness.
I don't want to bother them. You know.
Well, that's why.
Well, I think that's
like Doug.
It's just a difference of
Doug Chang. What's his name?
What's Doug's last name? But yeah, he's the.
You talking about the artist?
He's like the lead
Doug
artist.
Chang.
Yeah. Well, I was like really close to him. I wanted to get a picture with him. It looked like he was kind of he was a little stressed, trying to get to where he was going. And I looked at Rick. I'm like, I don't want to be one of those guys who just say, hey man, please take a picture with me.
Yeah.
After I did that, like 2 of the guys did it. And I'm like, maybe I should have done it. And I didn't do it.
You know who did do it?
But I shook his hand though.
You know who did do it?
Calvin.
I shook his hand. I said, hey, I just want to say that you're an OG.
I'll be one of those guys.
And I love you, man.
I waited
thank you
very
for
patiently.
You got a good.
And then
picture
2 minutes
with him.
later, it shows up with Calvin. I'm like, damn it! But I'm glad just one of us got it.
Yeah.
No, he's like super chill. He seems to be kind of like low energy, not like he's bothered with anything.
He's not used to being the guy that gets, I mean, at a celebration he will, but
Yeah, but most of the time people probably don't recognize him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is too, like, I think some of the people like us appreciate like him, John Knoll, you know, even like Matthew Wood with like the behind the scenes you're not seeing.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know,
the
it's
stuff that makes Star Wars magic.
Like when I think of Matthew Wood, the first thing I think of is his sound design, and then I think, oh yeah, he's also General Grievous.
Yeah.
You know.
So like not everyone, people are chasing episode 1.
Yeah.
In episode 1, whenever they brought out the first group, they were all more behind the scenes people.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, cool. But then when they started bringing out the celebrities, everyone was standing up and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a different mindset of, like, what kind of credit you get. And I'm sure when they walk around, anywhere, L.A. or whatever, it's not like they're getting swarmed like maybe John Boyega would or something.
Yeah.
So, but no, that was really cool. It was neat meeting. We met Doug, Dave. For me, one of my favorite things was I went and got a photo op with Ray Park and Sam Witwer. And then I had stood in line to get both of them to sign that photo op. So I now.
So
at
you
home,
got a photo op with them at the same time, not separately.
Yeah. So I have
That's awesome.
I have a picture at home now. That's me, Sam, and Ray, all together, and they both have signed it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The worst thing was that whenever I was talking to Sam, I gave him a Blind Wave card, and I have Eric's cards because all mine are fucking. I don't know where the hell they are. They're all missing. I never got them. Anyway, he put an E first. And then he was like, wait, you said Aaron? I was like, yeah, it's Aaron. It's not Eric. He was like, okay, how do you spell that? I think he was hoping that it was E-R-I-N or something.
Yeah.
I was like, A-A-R-O-N. He's like, okay. So then he kind of like put an A over top of the E
Yeah.
and did Aaron.
Yeah.
But
So you're blaming me for that?
Yeah.
Okay. Dang it, Eric! I can't find my cards. You did this.
No, they were in the box before WaveCon, and someone took the box before, and I was gonna take them before WaveCon, and now they're just gone. And I have no idea whoever took them. Never put them back.
Took it to WaveCon.
Yeah, it was before WaveCon when we got
Yeah,
them.
make sure you get those cards to those people who probably don't know what we do.
I'm like, well, I don't need these around here. No one cares. I'll take them whenever we go somewhere, and someone's like, hey, why are you guys here? I was like, oh, we're here for
Yeah.
WaveCon. What's WaveCon? Oh, Blind Wave. Oh, okay. So I went to go
Check
get
this
them.
out.
I went to go get them the one time when we were leaving, because I came to pick up the red lanyards, and they were gone. And then that whole box is gone, and I've never seen them since.
There's the original.
Yeah, that's the original. That's the
Yeah.
our first hotel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that had a great little setup, I have to say, for us to react and to play Smash Brothers.
Yeah, unfortunately, all the reaction we did was the second one, which had
Yeah.
a terrible setup.
It was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
The first room, yeah, it had two. Were they both queen, or was one queen and one full?
queen, one full.
Yeah.
Well, it was the same as the second one, but yeah, they had two beds each room. They had a full couch and side
The second
table
one
and
was
everything.
one queen, one full. This one
The
wasn't.
first room we had just had two fulls.
Yeah.
Two fulls. Well,
Yeah, and then we both had a full, and then Rick slept on the couch.
yeah,
The next ones that we had were a queen and a full in each room.
but yeah, those first rooms would have been great to do our reactions and stuff. A lot more room. It was the Chicago South Loop Hotel.
Yeah.
Did you guys lose any weight at this thing?
I don't know. I haven't looked at my weight in
I didn't
a
check
month.
before
Yeah, I
or
lost
after.
like 10 pounds.
I probably lost weight from the
Which,
walking.
I mean, I worked out like I normally do, probably a little less. I just ate much less and walked like 10 miles a day.
Dude, I
Like,
walked so
my
much.
stomach definitely
Yeah.
feels thinner than it used to.
Yeah.
I lost like 33 pounds.
Jeez, Eric, nice.
Yep.
Can you prove it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, weigh me right now, and then nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
Just take my word.
No.
But at least we're eating pizza now, so I'm
Yeah.
getting it back on. Right, Shane?
I gotta go bike later, but yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't feel guilty.
Good. But yeah. So, yeah, it's hot. We had a lot of Chicago style pizza while we were there. Yeah, and it was pretty good. But I missed my normal pizza.
Yeah, I mean, something special about. I mean, this is why these chains are huge all over
Yeah.
the world, is because they are really good. Yeah.
Dude, it's weird because like they have their
Kevin,
sauce.
put that down.
They have their sauce on top. Don't chew in the mic. What are you doing?
What's the matter with you?
hell
Are
is-
you done?
Then what?
Jesus.
What? How?
You just powering through the hotness? Spit it out, man.
Just drink.
Like Matt Huckleberry, he takes the pizza and slams it against the wall, rips his shirt, starts screaming.
That's what he does.
One time I was with him. took a
Okay,
bite of
so
pizza,
it
bit his neck.
happened one time.
No.
It's not like what he normally does.
He did it once at the hotel.
What?
That's the same guy, right?
White Power Matt?
At OhioCon?
No, it was a different guy.
All right, never mind. There's another guy throwing pizza at the
Someone's
wall.
like, is Calvin having a stroke?
Yeah.
That's just the hiccups.
I'm having heat stroke from this
Right?
hot pizza in my mouth. Sons of bitches.
Dude, you were having the hiccups whenever I think
Yeah.
it was. Sorry, but you were having the hiccups in the hall.
Whenever we
And
left the first night
Who
for
was
dinner,
there?
it was Bigfoot and
Was it?
Z-Man.
Yeah, they were there, and like they looked at you like,
"Are you good,
what the
man?"
hell was happening? You know, I'm like,
They looked at him with great concern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because you would.
You should. It's the
Yeah,
appropriate response.
They thought LA was going to happen again.
Yeah.
I was going to hurl everywhere.
Yeah, it was appropriate. Like Shane would start crying.
Yeah.
When it
Not
happened.
again. Not
But
again.
it was bad. They were like, what was happening? I'm like, this is normal.
Yeah, right. It's
You
weird.
That's the same
You
thing
like
that happened
half
here.
turned your head, looked over at me. Hiccups. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's so weird.
You just have to immobilize the diaphragm so it can't spasm.
Yeah.
You do that for like 20 seconds and hiccups are gone.
I just hold my breath.
Well,
What'd
I
you
have
guys
a very
think? Some
strong
water.
diaphragm.
What'd you guys think of the Chicago pizza though?
I mean, I really like the first place.
I love the cheese.
Yeah.
You
I
love
really loved the first place. Second place was probably better. Like it was objectively better, I think. It just like it wasn't
They use the same dough.
like I prefer. I mean, I love the thin crust more for certain reasons.
See, I'm a big bread guy.
Yeah.
And like their pizza was just too thin. There wasn't enough bread for me.
Yeah.
And like the crust was super crispy. But the cheese was amazing. And their ingredients were super fresh. Tasted
Yeah.
like. But
Yeah.
I love me some bread.
Yeah.
And it just
Deep
wasn't
dish,
enough.
Deep dish for me was where it was at.
I mean, it's almost so different. It's hard to compare it to other kind of pizza. But I mean, I liked it. I mean, if you had said like, you had to pick one for the rest of your life, which one? I'm gonna pick just regular pizza. But it was good. You know,
I
it was
I
a
would
cool
pick
alternative.
the deep dish probably.
You would have picked the Dita?
I
Yeah, I
loved
think so,
I loved
yeah.
how much cheese there was.
Yeah.
So
For
good.
me, the weird thing was just having like the sauce on the top
Yeah.
was just weird.
I would have liked more
But-
sauce or like marinara to dip it in. Like have a little more sauce.
My most disappointing moment was when we were all eating at the 3-star restaurant the first night, and we were ordering, and I ordered the soup, and you guys were ordering steaks and all this shit, and I ate the soup, and was ready to burst, and then the dessert started coming.
Yeah.
It's some of the most delicious stuff I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I literally
It
couldn't
was
eat
great.
That Tootsie Roll Sundae, man. Oh. Did you get a chance to eat it?
Yeah,
again?
I did.
Yeah.
Good.
How'd you
It
like
was
it?
really good.
Yeah.
And then while we were there, we released the Week of Who on Early Access, too.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And in bad news, we got some very shocking news while we were there that Notre Dame had caught on fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
terrible.
It's just-
That was terrible.
it was like so surreal.
Yeah.
Like, you're already at this place where all these crazy things are happening. But then I heard that and I was like, what? That's impossible.
Yeah.
There's this article from thenextweb.com saying that Assassin's Creed Unity's replica of Notre Dame might help recreate the real thing.
Yeah, definitely. I saw that because they had put so much effort into building it faithfully for the game.
Sorry.
So they did that, and
My ring.
they did that, and Ubisoft is giving out copies of the game for free
Yeah.
too for people to play,
Awesome.
to people
Really?
to go and
good on them.
explore
Good on them to do that.
Notre Dame. Yeah,
That's
There's been
neat.
tons of outpouring from worldwide
Yeah.
donations.
There's at
and
least
things.
2 billionaires that I've heard of
Yeah.
that have
You-
given.
It was
They
great.
said that,
Secular and
uh,
non-secular all like are doing being you
well,
know,
yeah,
which
I mean,
is nice.
you know, like
Well, it's
yeah,
history, you know,
It's
it's not-
history and it's art and it's such a feat, you know, and it took so long to build. And
Yeah.
the 3 rose windows that were there that luckily survived.
It's already
Yeah.
survived so
Yeah.
much, like with the
Mhm.
bombing.
with the wars and
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
I remember you guys told me about it because I hadn't heard. You guys were telling me about like Notre Dame catching on fire, like they were doing reconstruction and all this stuff, and I'm just like, the college? Like, I was like, what do
Fucking
you
Aaron.
what do you mean? Like
Yeah.
no, like the cathedral. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe the cathedral caught fire.
yeah.
I mean, the story about being able to recreate it using Assassin's Creed is such a cool thing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so great.
Like it's, I mean,
It gives me a higher appreciation for the work that
well, think about the
people do.
yeah, the developers
Just
who
to
went in
create
there and
a
tried
more
to,
realistic environment.
because they went into the modern one, and then they had to say, okay, what did it used to look like? You know, what are some things that are different about it now? So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like to be able to play that game and go, okay, now we can rebuild this by looking at it. It's awesome.
Now, did they ever confirm what started it? Was it an electrical?
I haven't heard
Fire.
of the confirmation, but
Yeah.
just that it wasn't like arson or
But, like,
intentionally
imagine-
set.
If there was someone responsible, right, and it was an accident, like me breaking shit around here, do all the time, I feel pretty bad about.
Yeah.
But imagine being that guy.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Started that fire.
700 years of history. Yeah.
yeah,
Like one of the most
Or 8. What is
important
it?
buildings in Western
Yeah.
civilization.
over 700.
yeah.
Like, ugh.
Like just big figures that somehow Rick goes to and just things happen and he destroys the whole place.
Yeah.
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 It wasn't me. I had an alibi.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm glad.
I'd almost rather it be someone who was intentionally doing it than some poor guy who accidentally did it. You know what
Like
I mean?
the guilt that you would
Like I would feel
feel.
so bad if I accidentally set this historical like landmark on fire.
And
Yeah.
we knew that it was they were working on the roof, and that's probably what caused you
Yeah.
know. But it was just somebody was like 800 years of candles in that building, and the electricity is what burns it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't built for electricity.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's terrible.
Yeah, it's.
But it
And I
seems
think
like
it was the scaffolding that
yeah.
was actually what was burning. Like by
Yeah.
itself,
But the
the church is
I think
mostly stone.
yeah, the spire came down, and there's a lot of damage, and it's gonna take like 6 or 7 years to rebuild. But I think they said that it could have been a lot worse because you could have
Yeah.
lost, especially those
They
windows.
could have lost the main structure and the windows and everything. But yeah.
But on the better note that we kind of glanced over, I was a little happier was the day of the doctor, the week of the doctor, all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, that
It
was
was really cool. It started up the Wednesday that we had got there was the release, or that we left, I guess. The Wednesday we left was the start of
Yeah.
it all, and it's all out now on early access, and it's starting to roll out now for
Yeah.
YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, you're going to be getting it. If you're a patron and you're watching early access and stuff, hopefully you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Because we missed last podcast, my highlight of the previous week would have been watching that
Yes,
because that
definitely.
was so great.
It was very good.
Yeah.
I was very excited. There was a few things that that I hadn't really watched. Like I didn't. I'd never before doing all this. Like there's the Save the Day that went up today on YouTube. I'd never seen that before setting all this stuff up.
So for people that are watching on YouTube, what else can they expect this week for Doctor Who?
On Saturday is going to be the Adventure of Space and Time,
Yes.
which was really cool. I'd never seen that before at all. And then there won't be anything again until Monday, and then Monday and Tuesday we'll be having some mini-sodes and stuff until Day the Doctor comes out.
Yeah. But yeah, all available right now in early access, but yeah, coming out this week. So it's exciting. What else? I mean,
New show on Patreon as well.
yeah, Mob Psycho.
Yeah.
Psycho 100.
Yep, replaced Attack on Titan, which Attack on Titan, I think that we did get a confirmation on a date for the dub, I think. I heard somebody say something about that. So I'll have to check on that. But that will be coming back, but that'll be a live show as opposed to a catch-up show. So we, Mob Psycho 1, and we've seen the first 2 episodes so far. So I personally really enjoying the art style, and I think that will be like something that will really carry over, and then we can get more into the story and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got an interesting premise. Like there's a lot of ways it could go. It's
Yeah.
just sort of setting up right now, but I'm excited to see kind of where it
And it
goes.
was the closest poll I think we've ever had in Blind Wave history. Like everything was really, really, really close.
Yep.
So yeah, when it comes to those poll guys, every vote counts. Because I mean, there were a couple of
Genuinely
days.
does.
There were a couple of days when 1 and 2 was separated by like 3 points.
Yeah.
For
Which is
several
one
hours at a
person's
time.
vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back to like Star Wars Celebration and
Mm-hmm.
Eric working on his collection and stuff. I was also working on one of my
Yes, you
collections.
Yeah, you were.
A lot of time waiting in lines, but I feel like it was worth it. I got a bunch more autographs for my poster, for my Jason Palmer. I kept saying James Palmer, but it's Jason Palmer. Let's see. I can't remember everyone's name all at once just because I'm bad with names.
Yeah.
But I got Tom Kane, which is the voice of Yoda from the Clone Wars. I got Daniel Logan, which is young Boba Fett from the prequels. I got Alan Tudyk, which of course is K2SO from Rogue One. I got James Arnold Taylor, of course, Obi-Wan from Clone Wars. Jason Isaacs, which I haven't met his character yet, but he was there, and I'm sure that I will enjoy him. I thanked him for his work on Harry Potter and The Patriot.
Yep, Jason Isaacs.
It's the first film that I actually saw him
Accuse
in.
you are not the better man. Yeah.
So, I got him, and I met Hayden Christensen,
Yeah.
Yep.
which he was great to meet. He's very humble, very thankful. and stuff.
Interesting as a fellow prequel hater that was high on your list.
I am not a prequel hater.
Oh, okay.
I think what's interesting
mistake.
is the prequel haters love the new movies, and the people who love the prequels hate the new movies. And I just love them all. Like they're all good. They're all really good. You know what I mean?
They're all Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then right after I met Hayden, I met Ahmed Best, which is the actor
Jar Jar.
for Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
In the
voice,
prequels.
mocap, everything. I
Mhm.
mean, not mocap, but
And he,
Yeah,
yeah, I have to
everything.
say, he is really funny guy. Like there was constant laughter coming from the head of his line where he was meeting people and
He had a
cracking
great
jokes. and-
charisma on stage for
Yeah.
the 20 celebration as well.
yeah, and he's had the rough history with Star Wars. So I'm glad like the community has
Yeah.
embraced, like just
Well-
like Hayden Christensen, like the community has really embraced them.
Yeah, I mean Kelly Marie Tran,
Yeah.
and then they got probably the biggest like applause
Yeah.
of everybody, and that was
Mhm.
just all the support from the the fans that were there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to show him that not everyone hates you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It
everyone
was
there is there
great.
because they love Star Wars.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
like,
I
hey,
mean-
we love Star Wars. Don't let them tell you anything.
There was also like a hint, like because they got such a huge applause, it was like we love you. Also, fuck those other guys.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
That was cool. Yeah.
I met Matthew Wood, like we mentioned earlier. He does the voice for General Grievous in the Clone
Yeah,
Wars.
and the battle droids.
And
He's
the battle
always
droids,
on the
yeah.
battle droids.
Yeah, he does a bunch of stuff there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does a lot, but
He's a
mainly
sound
sound
guy.
design.
He has
Yeah, he's a
voiced
sound-
more characters in the animated series than any other person.
You know, I was listening to actually him in a recording box last night when I was watching some interviews on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he definitely doesn't sound. I can't tell it's Grievous.
No, he does.
But
a
I can
lot
tell
of
it's the
work.
battle
There's-
droids.
yeah,
The
there's a
battle
lot of-
droids do kind of sound
Yeah.
like him.
But no, he does
Yeah.
a lot of work for his Grievous voice.
Why? Like it does really sound like him. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
boy.
It's
Also-
it's like when you listen to the South Park
It's
guys
my favorite
that
moment
do
from
the
all Star
kids.
Wars.
Yep. It's a great
Yeah.
moment.
When Asajj just pushes that one off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. On that same note, I met D. Bradley Baker, which has fame from Avatar: The Last Airbender and such as that. But
Yeah.
he also voices all of the clones in the
Yes,
Clone
sir.
Wars. Yes, sir. Roger, Roger.
Roger.
So that was really awesome.
Are
I
you
got to talk
sure?
to him a little bit about voice acting and such.
Who voices more, clones or
Well-
droids?
Wood actually voices more individual characters, like as far as
Oh, so
quantity.
the clones aren't individuals, huh? Okay, I see
Well-
where you stand, Calvin.
You know what I mean? Like named characters, like
Like Echo and Fives and Heavy,
99.
99 and. I'm putting
Yes.
Calvin into a spot now. Go ahead, Calvin. Continue.
he
your-
voices more characters.
Yeah.
I had a schedule with Matt Lanter. I was going to have him sign also, but unfortunately, I didn't make it to his line in time, and he had to move over to
You get a
photo
refund for
ops
that?
in like 7 to 10 days.
Yes.
That's a thing.
Oh, they're gonna give you a refund?
Yeah,
I lost $5 on mine. They wouldn't give it back.
$5.
Yep.
How do you mean?
Because you fucked up.
Because I ordered the Sam Witwer Ray Park photo op, and then a Sam Witwer autograph and a Ray Park autograph, and then I realized the Sam Witwer autograph was a photo op,
Oh,
and then I had to try to get it fixed. So I emailed Star Wars Celebration, and they emailed me back like really late. It was crazy, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that. And then by the next morning, I had already emailed like Star Wars Celebration said, "Hey, email Tops." And I emailed Tops, and they said, "Hey, come to our help center, and we'll help you." And then when I was there talking to them, they were like, "Well, we can exchange it for something of equal or greater value and stuff, but we can't refund it." And I'm like, "All right, well, can I just put it into the autograph? 'Cause that's what I want, and I guess I'll just lose $5."
Yeah.
So I just lost $5.
okay. Well, that sucks.
So hopefully Sam Witwer gets that $5 and not fucking Tops.
I hope so. Yeah, that beautiful man. Also, got to meet Ian McDermott, which was awesome. He was
Oh yeah.
right next to Hayden in the line.
Yeah.
I love when I
Just-
see those two together.
Just a wonderful man. Every once in a while,
again.
yeah. Every once in a while, he would crack out in like a Palpatine voice
Yeah.
or Emperor voice.
yeah.
Well, like his theme was playing, like over near his thing. I was like, I bet that's his writer.
Yeah,
Anytime he is anywhere, there has to be a sound system and it has to have his theme ready.
yeah.
You know what I love about him is just how clearly he remembers like film, like how things were when they were filming, like how it felt, and like sometimes George would come in, his eyes would be all red because he reworked a scene and he end up, you know what I mean, and just it would change on the fly. It's pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah.
But he talked about like in Revenge of the Sith, the opera scene where he seduces Anakin. Like that's his favorite thing of all time. He's done.
heard the tragedy?
'Cause George is teased about his writing.
The wise.
Yeah, but he created that scene, and it's really good. And the idea of like they're watching this alien ballet,
Yeah.
like because it's actually a long scene where nothing happens. It's like kind of hasn't been done in Star Wars where they just talk.
Well, they don't really
Yeah.
show what's happening on stage either.
A little bit.
A little
Not
bit,
much.
yeah.
But that's not the focus.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Mon Calamari ballet.
Yeah.
So it's taking place in a dome of water.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just thought that was just really cool how interesting that was, and he was sick that day as well. That's why he says, "You ever hear the story?"
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was actually sick, even though it made him sound cooler.
Not from a Jedi.
But not himself.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then after Ian, I ran over to Peter Mayhew's line and got him real quick before he left for the day. So that was really awesome, getting to meet Chewbacca.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. And right after that, I ran over to Jonas Sautama.
Jonas, yeah.
Jonas, who is the current
Current Chewie.
current Chewie, yeah, Nui or
Nui.
Nubaka, as
Nubaka.
they call him, yeah.
Nice.
And then after that, I waited probably about an hour and a half or 2 hours in Ray Park's line.
Oh, Ray Park.
Yeah,
He played that one guard in episode 1, right?
he did. He did,
Yeah.
in fact. So
Pretty cool.
I had
didn't
him-
know. Did you know that, Eric?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's said that a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah. He loves that scene. So I got to
He's
have his
walking like
signature
that.
as well. And then unexpectedly, a slot showed up on Monday, and I got to get Ashley Eckstein as
I
well,
love Ashley.
which
What?
is the voice actor of
It showed up.
Ahsoka. Yeah.
I mean, it showed up.
Like, I was checking every night and every morning and, like, throughout the
fuck.
day.
You didn't tell me. You text me, hey, it's open. I mean, fuck, I buy one
Oh,
right now,
I-
too.
I didn't know you were wanting. Like,
Yeah, I was trying to get, because
I'm
I had
sorry.
I got a Rebels poster, and I was trying to get everyone that I wanted to have sign it, and everyone that I wanted to sign my Sam and Ray, and everyone, like, I had all these different autograph plans. So, like, I was running around getting everything. And then one of the people that was on my list was like, well, I need to get Ashley. I never got Ashley's before.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk to her. So, whenever I went to try to get an autograph from there, the online said they were sold out. So I went in person to the line, and they were like, oh, no, we don't have any availability. I was like, oh, okay. So when looking through, like, all my autograph things or whatever, like, she was one I'm like, oh, I really want to get her.
yeah.
But apparently everyone really wanted to get hers.
Yeah,
so.
everybody really wanted to get her. Like, I just happened to check one time where there was availability on it. So
Man.
somebody had probably, like, switched their time around or something like that. and
all
slot
my
opened up.
all my autographs that I kind of chose to get them when I was there. Like
Right.
it wasn't like before we left. I was like, well, I'm gonna get this. I was kind of like spur of the moment. I was there. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll get these ones. Yeah. Oh, Ashley, that'd be cool too. I'll get Ashley's.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I won't get Ashley's.
I was trying to get Ashley's. I had pre-ordered all my tickets, and except for Ray and Ashley, because Ray was sold out and Ashley was sold out when I ordered them. But I had just kept checking back.
For Clone Wars, I'd gotten one of those big. It's like a poster, but it's just Ahsoka on it. You know, it was really
Yeah.
cool. I was like, oh man, that's an awesome poster. I need Ashley to sign this thing, but that's what I was hoping.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh well.
If I had known, I would have definitely told you.
Oh well.
But
sad, man.
yeah, and I
time.
also got to meet Steve Sansweet, who runs Rancho Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he liked my poster. He's like, "Ooh, whose poster is this?" I was like, yeah, it's one of Palmer's. And he's like, "Oh, I like it."
Yeah.
And he signed it down in the corner by the 40th anniversary. So that
That's
was really
cool.
cool.
You need to get that thing insured.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
No,
definitely.
that was like
It's be worth some money.
Wonder how much
yeah.
it's worth.
I don't
I mean,
know.
you got to factor in how much it costs for each autograph, the
Yeah.
time that you waited,
Then
how
you
long
have
you've
to
been
factor it all
doing it,
together.
how
Yeah.
long you hold it. You've had it, you know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like
Maybe the price.
first
of each
off, just
celebration
start with
ticket,
like
too.
how much was the poster?
Yeah.
And how much was each autograph that you got for
How
it?
much was the celebration ticket?
Yeah.
And having them all together, I'm sure raises value.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The celebration tickets, will that change it or not? Because maybe some of those, like Mark Hamill was at, New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
or something
Mark
like that.
Hamill
Like,
was
Well,
at
the
New
price
York
of
Comic
admission
Con.
to the event.
yeah, but a lot of those are going to be different in different places.
Yeah.
Hell, maybe he
Just
could.
take the highest one.
Maybe someone over here, fucking, I don't know. Someone showed like, who was it over?
Timothy Zahn.
Timothy Zahn.
Oh yeah, Timothy Zahn.
Like he showed up. How much was it to get in there? Like $5?
No, it was like 4. No, actually, I don't think I had to pay to go in.
Oh,
to that
really?
one, Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yep.
Classic plastics.
No, I just walked into the Parkersburg Art Center for that. That was funny. I think it's actually in the vlog, but one of my favorite parts was right after we were talking about Dave Filoni like 5 minutes after we met him or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're saying, man, we just met someone famous and important to Star Wars like right now. And then I like look off to the side. I'm like, that's Timothy Zahn. That's Timothy Zahn right there. And the camera swings around, and
Yeah.
Timothy Zahn's like, "Hey guys, how you doing?"
Yeah,
And
he's
I'm like,
just
"Dude,
right
I
there."
just met you in Parkersburg, West
He's like, "Oh,
Virginia."
okay.
He's like, "Oh, okay, cool," and then he's left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Matt Thacker to go but talk to him. He was kind of
Yeah.
freaking out. I gave him a cool little line. He didn't use it though, so I had to use it. It was nice.
I thought you took it back.
Yeah, you
I
took
did.
it back.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't give him a line and he chose not to use it. It's like you gave him a line
I told
and
him
then
to say that you are a beacon of light shining amongst a sea of mediocrity.
Mhm.
So you know, I could tell he was nervous going up to him. And I said, "Thack, you hang out with me all the time, man." The same thing. He's like, "This is a real celebrity, Shane."
It's like an actual important person.
yeah.
this is a little different. This is a real celebrity, Shane.
Yeah. That does sound like him.
Pretty
Yeah.
good impression. It's not bad.
Yeah. Just became a $5 patron. Thank you.
Who?
Super Scrawl.
Super Squall.
He could be, he
Another
could be
crazy
anybody.
thing that happened
Yeah,
is
he could be anybody.
Tiger Woods won his 15th championship. I think it's 5th majors, I'm pretty sure.
After everybody saying that he'd never do it again.
Yeah. Which,
There's a really cool reaction video of him just silently watching all of these newscasters and sportscasters talking about, like, will he ever win again? And they're all going, no, he's past his prime. And he's sitting there like looking like, it's really cool.
I didn't see that. Yeah, I would just. I mean, what's interesting, he's faced a lot of adversity. Some of it is his fault. But like for one thing, like he had a scandal with his marriage, got divorced because he had multiple affairs. But he also got in a car accident, tore his ACL, tore his Achilles.
He had
three back surgeries.
Pretty major back surgery.
Had a back fusion surgery. And he was at a point where he couldn't walk normally without like a cortisol shot like every day.
Yeah.
He said, I couldn't walk. I'm never going to play golf again. He even thought himself, he doesn't know if he'll ever play again. And then so many people said, you know, he needs to quit. He'll never be the same man again. And then he came back and won. You know, it's like Michael Jordan said this morning, it's the greatest comeback he's ever seen in the history of sports. So like,
Including himself?
Michael Jordan never needed to come back because he was
Never went away.
He was
Still hasn't.
He wasn't like LeBron when he came back against Golden State. Like
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was Golden State. He was the monster that he had to slay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people talk about. It's one reason Ali is looked at as really good historically because he had to slay the dragon, two dragons. But Michael Jordan was the dragon. You know what I mean? He was never slayed.
Greatest comeback. You've clearly never seen Daniel Bryan winning at WrestleMania 30.
Yeah, and Danny Rand had to slay a dragon.
Scripted, non-scripted, non-scripted. You know what I mean? Just, you know, in golf is a sport that it allows you to stay in it for a long time.
Sure.
Jack Nicklaus, I think he won his last one when he was like 43 or like 46. Technology's better now, obviously. What, Aaron?
Sorry, someone in comments made me laugh.
Okay. But
And you interrupted him for
Yeah.
it.
It just said, does Shane ever stop kissing Jordan's ass? Ha ha ha.
no, I don't. I do not.
It made me laugh.
But yeah, it was just cool. Like a lot of people in the world who don't know anything about sports, like are coming forward and go, man, it's crazy. If you really look at what he's done, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like Joe Rogan, who I listen to sometimes, he's like, I don't care about golf at all. When I found out everything this guy did, it's really insane how he came back and
Yeah,
won.
I mean, you know, regardless, I mean, I'm not into sports, but I like the story. The story is cool.
Even if he doesn't reach the record, like just at least getting that one
Yeah.
will cement his
Now he can
legacy.
retire.
Well,
Well, he
he's
just
free.
prove everyone wrong, right?
Yeah, well, he probably won't. But yeah, like, because the idea, when he was like 21, like when he captured his first one, younger than anyone in history, and he kept winning him in his 20s, he's like, well, he's definitely going to pass Jack Nicklaus. He's going to, you know, definitely pass him. Then he got hurt.
Yeah.
And
It
he
slowed him down.
He's a couple
quite
away
bit,
now.
Understandably.
He's like 3 away, I think, in terms of championships.
I think
3
he's
or
4 away.
Okay, maybe 4 away, and then he's like a couple Masters away. But yeah, he could pass him. It'd be crazy because of the comeback. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's
Great.
We had like Obama and Trump both tweet out at the same time how you know, good job, Tiger. You know how sports unites everybody. You know what I mean?
Like Star Wars.
I mean, they weren't united. They just
Except for you.
tweeted out that they were proud of Tiger.
No. I mean, I think everyone's united in the fact that they want them to win. They want them to succeed. We all thirst for that connection, and we had it that day.
The royal we.
Royal we.
Yeah. The people that are passionate about it.
Right.
I didn't
Shane,
thirst
Shane's
for
like,
that
look, we
connection."
got that. I'm like, you didn't do shit, Shane.
I feel like not everyone's that way though. Some people want people to fail. I think
You're
there's
right.
like
Some
a-
people do,
a
but
divide.
majority of people wanted him to win. I think because
Yeah.
it's a Cinderella story. Actually, Vegas lost a record, so many million. Like they never lost this much money,
Well, it would be a Cinderella story if,
and it's by
like,
far because they were guaranteeing people like Tiger can't win, and here's why. They
Yeah.
actually Tiger proved the course like 10 years ago because he kept kicking ass on it, so they made it harder.
yeah.
And then he came back in an age where they're better now than they were then. Like all the people he's competing against, and he's older and worse. And he came back and beat those guys despite his age, despite the course, despite the naysayers, despite the injuries. It's crazy.
I mean, he's a good golfer.
Speaking of crazy,
More than that.
He has a
Aaron.
video game after him, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the people that are really interested in that, it was a great moment for him. Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm gonna go to a golfer and be like, "Hey, did you see episode 9 trailer?" He'd be like, "No one cares." I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you, everybody! People care."
People
you know,
care, who
it's,
cares?
it's the same way.
No, yeah. I mean, it's just like if I mean, I don't know. I don't follow Tiger Woods, but if you came up to me and just said, "Hey, Tiger won the Masters," I'd be like, "Well, makes sense."
Yeah.
To me, Tiger, is a good golfer.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. But
yeah.
he's been like, he was like 3,000 in the world the past 10 years. Like he was one of the worst.
There's that many people play golf.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Only the top 100. Only the top 100 really make money. But he's like one of the richest athletes in history. But as he got bad, like golf got like no one cared about it anymore. Like it's on ESPN. It's right there with boxing. You know, I mean, at the bottom. You know, you have
Yeah.
to go follow all these links to get there. Like Adidas actually like sold off all their clubs. Like they got rid of the golf portion of their business because golf's doing so bad.
Gotcha.
And this is like a few months ago, and then Tiger came back and did this, and now like this company that bought from Adidas, like they're making all this money now because people are trying to buy those clubs. Nike, who still has some deals with him, they're going crazy.
So did you stick by rooting for Tiger the whole time?
Well, I
when
don't
he was in
watch
the
golf that
3000s?
much. Like I just
You
know,
just like the story.
I like the story
Yeah,
of
the
sports.
story
You know what I
is-
mean?
Incredible.
Like I watch the Masters because my friends are all like obsessed with it, so I watch it with them. In the past few years, they didn't really care because Tiger wasn't in it, or he did so. Like last year, he was in it and he could have won, and he didn't. And this year, he was behind and came back and won, which he's never done before. Like he was always just ahead by a lot.
Yeah.
And this year, he was actually behind. So it's pretty crazy. I didn't watch it, but it tweets. I'm like, I read the tweets. You know what I mean? So when I thought he could win, I said, man, it's crazy if he actually won, but he probably won't.
Yeah.
And then my phone started exploding while I was at Celebration. It's crazy.
What else is crazy is we have a new character in Super Smash Brothers.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
Joker
do.
came out. We're going to be streaming that tomorrow right here at twitch.tv/blindwave at
Yep.
3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The new 3.0 update came out, some balance changes, and the big thing, a new character, Joker from Persona 5, not to be confused with the DC villain.
Yes.
New stage with him as well, which is pretty sweet. Actually, the non-hazards version of that stage seems like something that could
Pretty
be
viable.
Yeah. So
Cool.
Yeah.
the
Have you
music
seen it
is
all
amazing.
yet?
I'm undefeated
Just
so
like
far
two-
as the Joker.
Undefeated.
Yeah. No, I watched the video last night. It was pretty cool. It looks awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool character. He's
Yeah.
got this.
It was almost like a Nintendo Direct in how big it was, like in terms of how the length. When I went to watch it last night, I was like, oh, okay, it's not. I'll watch it and it's going to talk about the Joker, but no, talk about Joker. But no, it had a really long, like, 15, 16 minutes long.
I have not watched it, but
You didn't watch it?
I watched like what he can do. I figured it just kind of talks about Joker.
Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, it goes over I don't know if you want to not talk about, but stage builder and that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah.
All I know is I walked in today. Shane goes, "People's made penises already." I was like, "What?"
Yep. It's cool. You can do the handheld mode and use a stylus to draw, and some people are making really, really cool things. And the
Stylus on the Switch?
Yeah. Well, you can use a stylus
Okay, yeah.
or something. But the coolest thing is that you're able to, upload your stages and stuff like that. So you can favorite people. Like you can have like a favorite stage builder that you like to see their new stuff. It's really cool. So
Cool.
Yeah. I'm excited to see like some of the custom stages people build.
Yeah, some really good ones. Be nice.
Yeah, like,
Maybe we can get some pokey floats.
Yeah, Pokefloats or fucking, some Zelda shit, like people like artistically making these kind of things. Because it also, you can do it at only 3D layers. So you can have stuff in the background they don't need to interact with, and you can be really artistic with it.
I'm excited for Mario Maker to come on the Switch,
Mhm.
mainly
Hell
just
yeah.
because I want to create like a tutorial for Evie, my daughter.
Yeah.
Like make levels that will like guide her through with a easier difficulty level than like an actual Mario
Sure.
game. Since she's so young, trying
Yeah.
to.
Somebody said
Pick it up.
we need to make a blind wave stage. and
Yeah.
upload
Well,
it.
what I would love
Katie
to
said
do,
that, yeah.
if we got Mario Maker, I'd love for like, I don't know, like each of us say each of us make a level and then like Rick has to play it or something,
Yeah.
Or like, hey, I made these 6 levels, each of you try to beat through them or something,
Sure.
I think that would be cool. Like, guys, today on stream we're gonna play through Eric's 6 levels that he made, and let's see if we can beat him, or if they're too hard for us
Yeah.
and we suck. And Eric just made like a platform here and a platform way over here too far to jump to. Like, I can't get there.
But especially with these levels being available like through the internet, it's possible some of these might get into tournaments or something.
Yeah.
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 Unlikely, but possible,
We'll see. Yeah.
which would be pretty awesome. Because there's tons of levels in this version of Smash. Like
Yeah.
70 something.
There's a lot of levels.
But
yeah.
trying to be professional about it, we're limited to like 6 or 7 of those.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, Rick, with the new Smash one, did you listen to any of the new music?
I did. It's great.
Is it all from Persona 5, or is it from Persona series, or?
Well, I haven't played Persona 5 yet, so I don't know if because between 3 and 4 there were some themes that carried over, that were like slightly remixed or something. Like the Velvet Room theme was the same for 3 and 4. So I'm not sure if they're from 5 or from other ones, but some of the music definitely sounded familiar to me, and it's amazing.
Okay. I didn't notice when Piranha Plant came out, like he didn't have a stage. He didn't have
No.
any music or anything, right? He just had a Piranha Plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just a freebie if you pre-ordered.
I think there's going to be 5 character packs, right?
Yes.
I believe 5 character packs. Each one comes with a level, and then like 5 songs or something like that.
Hmm. And then they release a bunch of like me costumes and stuff like
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Harudi in chat says, I gave you guys $10 to watch full-length Doctor Who week instead of getting the Joker, and it was worth it.
Oh, well, thank you very
thank
much.
you.
Awesome.
Glad
Thank
you enjoyed it. That
Yeah.
that one, like, there's a lot that happens in the Doctor Who episode.
We put a
and
lot
stuff,
of work
so-
into to get that before Celebration, which
Yeah.
we had to put a lot of work to get to that.
Yeah,
so.
all of April has been very busy
It's
because
so
we had
crazy.
Shazam in the beginning, trying to make sure we were ahead of everything for
Yeah.
Celebration, trying to make sure we're doing everything at Celebration for like Mandalorian and Episode 9
And Game of Thrones
Game of
started.
Thrones came out during that time.
And
Working-
Endgame is next
Endgame
week.
comes out next
Yeah.
week.
Making sure we're filming the vlog. Right now, we're still trying to make sure that we stay ahead for next week, so editors have time, so there's
Yeah.
no delay next week.
Yep.
And then next week we also have Endgame coming out. So
Yep.
it's been a busy April trying to make sure we got everything
Yeah.
ready and going and nothing's falling through the cracks.
And then whenever
Yeah.
the dub starts for Attack on Titan, when the dub starts for One Punch Man.
Yeah,
So.
and at the same time, we're working on trying to make sure we have stuff planned out for WaveCon and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We should have an update on our website for all WaveCon stuff before too long. Hopefully,
Got some cool ideas.
So hopefully, if you have any WaveCon questions, you can
It's
find
canceled.
everything there as far as like hotels and schedules
No,
and signing up and all
yeah.
that kind of stuff. So hopefully, we'll have that up to
Yeah.
date before too long.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of fun. A lot
Yeah,
of fun.
definitely.
All right.
And then also we had to catch up with live shows. Are all the live shows up now? Or are we still behind a few?
No, I think all of the ones we recorded yesterday are now up.
They're all up
I mean,
now,
I
so-
put up like 7 videos in the last 15 hours, so we've got a lot.
I know
But
Twitter. was-
Ultra, thank you to Ultra for
Yeah,
doing that.
Twitter was buzzing with a lot of people like, "Where's Arrowverse? When's
Yeah.
Flash coming?" Like, we filmed them. They're got to go through edits. They'll
Yep.
get there eventually. So
Yep.
they're there.
Okay, so we got about 15 minutes here, and taking a week off, we have quite a few redemptions and gifts, bits, and the like.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those come with questions as well. So
Yeah.
Okay.
let's get going.
Let's do it.
AOJ Batman subscribed for 5 months in a row. Reverse Grayson here went with a name change, hyped for everything Star Wars.
Thank
Hey,
you.
thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank
What's
you. Thank
the new
you.
name?
AOJ Batman.
AOJ Batman. Okay.
And with his sub, he also gifted 3 others.
Yeah, he gets a lot of
Aw,
subs.
thank
We
you.
appreciate it, man.
Congratulations, everybody who got a sub.
Crimson, 10 bits. Hey, what's up, Rick? Did you see the Superstar shakeup on Raw and SmackDown and thoughts on WrestleMania? I saw neither. I'm still in my boycott.
All right.
Silly.
Before you go too far, Angelic Hope asked if you don't stay at the Lincoln, which I'm assuming they meant the Lafayette.
The Lafayette.
Can we still participate in WaveCon stuff?
No!
There's nothing stopping anyone from like not being able to participate in the WaveCon stuff.
Yeah.
The Lafayette we just have blocked off to make sure we have at least some rooms, and it's the closest
Yes.
hotel to most
Yeah.
of the stuff that we're trying to
We got the
organize.
ballroom.
Yeah.
So
You can get a different hotel,
Yeah.
but it is decently far.
You have to drive
from
across
the normal
town the
thing.
whole 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean the drive. Yeah, the drive would be easy, but walking would be.
Yeah, there's no
half
Yeah.
Uber,
Yeah.
there's no Lyft here.
Well, we do
Yeah.
have Lyft.
I think we
There
have
is
like
Lyft.
We have a couple
three
Lyft.
Lyft
Like
cars.
Shit.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
one that lives beside me because
Rick-
I always saw him drive. He always drives by like with his little purple thing in the thing,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. But he's always like in the middle of the night, he'll just come out of his driveway and leave because I'm
Yeah.
like, ah, someone got him.
Yeah.
So we have like 3 Lyft vehicles
Yeah.
here, but it's not very common.
But there's also taxis
But
here too.
There
Yeah.
are a few
Just-
taxis.
you,
yeah.
you just have to call to have them come get you.
Yeah.
They're not just
Yeah.
driving around.
But most of the stuff we have the ballroom at the Lafayette and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it's just gonna be ease of access. But if you're especially if you're driving here, like
Yeah.
stay at whichever one you want,
Yeah.
then you can just drive over, park, by
Yeah.
the Lafayette or in the parking lot, and all the events will be fairly close to the Lafayette overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And we'll talk more about that once the site launches and
Mhm.
everything else. Gustavo Bruno has resubscribed for 7 months.
Gustav.
Thank you.
Gustav.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Super
you.
Scroll, 5 months, in-game in 1 week for me.
Hey.
Everybody be
Same-
careful
same
out there in the
Yep.
spoiler territory.
I've
We're
heard
aware of the spoilers.
Yeah, I've heard. We're not aware of them. We've
I'm
heard.
aware they're out there.
Somebody was asking if we would acknowledge that, or like, well, did we have any discussion
I
about
haven't
that?
spoiled it all.
When we
No
were
one-
at Celebration, we heard like our mods and people told us that there were spoilers out there, and we're very good at dodging
Yeah.
spoilers. So.
Well, I
Yeah.
know a couple of the mods too have already bit the bullet and
Yeah.
they know what it is, so they're
Yeah.
trying to keep it clear of like
Yeah, they
streams. They're trying to keep it clear of
They
like
jumped in
Discord
front of the-
and stuff.
they were like our
Jumped in
Piccolo.
front of the train.
They were like our Piccolo jumped in front of
Yeah.
Gohan Yep.
Spoilers.
multiple times.
all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
Piccolo's his dad. Spoilers too.
Yeah.
Dr. Teague subscribed for 2 months in a row. So good to see you guys at Celebration. It was good to see you as well.
Yeah.
He was
Thank you
at the
very
fantastic.
much.
meetup.
Yeah.
Yep.
So many cool people
yeah.
that we met up there.
I tried so hard to remember everyone's names, but there were so many faces and names that
Yeah.
I would see the same person again later on. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh hi. He's like, hey, I saw you guys earlier. I'm like, oh, Cool. Yeah. Great. I forgot.
I remembered
say
a couple
the-
people.
Yeah.
I remember their names. I remember
Yeah.
their faces.
Yeah, well, like working at Washington State Marietta College, it took me years to get people's names down. I'm just bad.
Yeah.
I would say
bad.
the person that I saw almost more than you guys was Pascal.
Yeah.
The guy
saw him
wearing
quite
the,
a bit,
the
yeah.
blue jersey walking around, the photographer. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
funny.
One thing I want to talk about. Yeah, we played Vader Immortals.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really cool.
It was fun. That's
Yeah.
pretty featured in the vlog.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
be in the vlog,
That'll
and
be
it
in the
might be
vlog.
its
Yeah.
own video
Yeah,
if
there's
we
a-
get
Yeah.
if we get the media footage from it.
There's a
too.
lot more stuff about Celebration, but we didn't want to talk about too much. That's actually in the vlog.
Oh yeah, there's so much stuff in the vlog that should be great.
Yeah.
Make sure
Great.
you watch it on multiple tabs on multiple computers.
Billy's working on it right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That should be sometime this month. That should come out.
Definitely this time this month. Billy's working trying to get it done for the weekend, and then it's just making sure it's fine-tuned and release it next week. So probably.
All right. Sorry if I get this wrong. Crayeres98 has subscribed.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank
for
you
the
so much.
subscription.
Darcy's Pets, 100 bits. Love to all.
Love
Thank
you.
you, Darcy.
Love
you
you.
too.
Thank you.
Mr. Free13 has subscribed.
Thank you,
Hey,
free.
free.
Thank you.
Crimson, 10 bits. Shane and Rick, I finally finished Gundam Double Ot 00,
Sure.
00,
Double O.
and I loved it. And now it is my favorite Gundam series. Waiting for you guys to react to it.
Wow, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. We'll see.
Top screen, 100 bits.
Aw,
This
thank you,
might
Top
be
Screen.
the end of my bit streak.
Aww.
I'll be watching in-game this next week. Hopefully I can make it by the end of the stream for the weekly 100 bits.
Oh.
Okay.
Just go to the bathroom one of
It's
the
been
times.
a constant
It has
Yeah.
in my life.
Like there's the 100 bits from Top Screen. There they are.
Top screen,
Yeah.
100 bits. Yeah. No, I get it, man.
Coda Robin, 60 bits. Glad I'm catching the podcast. I missed the last 4, so I gotta have fun catching up from last week.
Well, let's see, you might have only missed the last 3 because we didn't stream last week.
What's great is you can go back and watch them on YouTube.
That is true.
Yep.
Darcy's Pets, 100 bits. Rick needs a cowbell on his neck because I get lost.
That might help.
I don't know. Maybe not.
It might make it worse.
Jasmine Booth,
Wait,
Tic
help
Tacs,
me.
Rick. Tic Tacs.
It wouldn't help me.
It might distract. It might like someone might steal him because of it. Like, oh,
Yeah.
why's he got that?
Yeah.
Steal him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take him.
Christopher Walken takes me.
There we go. More cowbell.
I wouldn't be able to find him. I'd just be annoyed because I can't
Yeah.
tell what direction he's in.
Like airplanes.
Before we left, we were downstairs,
Yeah.
and like Shane was in the workout room, and Shane's like, "Eric, come here. Eric, hey, and then Eric's like, "What?" And you're like going back and forth in the hallway outside of the office, and you're like, "Where are you?" And you went down to the workout room, and I guess you didn't see him or what, and you came back in, and he's like, "Where is he?" I'm like, "He's in the bathroom." He's like, "Oh," and you open the door and he goes, "What?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"He's not." Damn it, Aaron! What are you doing? It's a disability.
Aaron takes great delight in just lying to a hearing impaired person about where people are.
You had walked to where he was. I'm like, I don't know how he didn't see him. I was just telling him he's in there.
Thank God none of us are blind. Can you imagine all the stuff Aaron would do to
Aaron
us?
would take us out in the traffic and then laugh as we died.
No, I wouldn't.
He can't see.
And then you go in the back and tell me about it. 'Cause I didn't. By the way, this just happened.
If you're like half blind, maybe.
It was funny when we were driving back and we were relying on GPS from Shane's phone and you were holding it. And it's
What'd
like,
I say?
guys, I know this is a
I
great
said, I
opportunity
know
for
I
you
will
to-
be mocked.
It's a great opportunity for you guys to mock me, but what is making the noise? Is it this? And you were holding the phone. It's like, yes, Eric, it is that.
Okay.
I'm glad you asked because
Yeah.
the same thing happened in Super Smash Bros. Stream and you didn't ask.
What?
The thing that was pinned, like the phone, something was ringing, you didn't know what it was. You had to pick up different phones.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Jasmine Booth resubscribed for 13 months. You guys should just strap a GoPro to Rick and let him roam and see where he ends up.
That could be interesting. How would we
Might
get the
be-
footage, though?
yeah, might
What if we
be-
never see you again?
Might be a hyperlapse
That's just a
that
wasted
gets recovered
GoPro.
15 years later from the stomach of a
We
shark.
could stream it.
That'd be great. If we could stream, like, where's Rick today? He's just wandering
Yeah.
somewhere.
If we could live stream it, that'd be
We should
great.
make an app called Find My Rick for people that have friends who get lost.
Like one of those tile apps? Yeah.
Good idea.
Super Jordan has subscribed for 3 months. Hey, Blind Wave crew. It was awesome to see you guys at Star Wars Celebration. Stay awesome. P.S. I was the ROTJ Luke Skywalker on the first day.
Return of the Jedi.
yeah.
Luke.
Okay.
The
cool.
tall one. right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Heck,
Very
thank you so
tall.
much.
He was
Wait,
cool.
him and his
Very.
two friends, like the two.
His brother.
Him and his
I think it was
brother,
his
yeah.
brother, and
They're like
their mom
6'8".
was there.
Yeah.
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 Tall
Yeah,
guys.
you guys are
I was
cool.
like, you are tall Luke Skywalker.
I bumped into them. They
I
can
saw
see
them, like,
over
every-
any crowd.
I saw them like every day.
Me too.
Yeah.
Every time I see
they're
him,
hard
like,
to miss.
"Hey."
Like they're glaring at Bigfoot.
They're
He
awesome.
wasn't
Bigfoot's
too short to be a
glaring back.
stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I made that joke then,
He's too tall.
but I don't think it was on camera. So I'm making it now.
Good one, Rick.
The first time I made that joke was me and you and Rick. We're at the greatest day of my life, the Star Wars in concert.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a stormtrooper, and me and you and him, one of the greatest things of my life. Okay.
Yeah.
You said
Just
that.
us three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Aaron couldn't go.
yeah. Yeah. He couldn't go.
I don't think you invited me. I don't know what happened.
you invited
No,
me.
we invited you.
You had to work or something. I snuck in a video camera,
Yeah.
taped the whole thing for you.
Yeah.
I don't
You
ever
couldn't
remember seeing
go.
it.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I remember
We
going to
not
go-
invite
going
you.
to-
You didn't invite me.
Let's bring Rick, not Aaron.
Go with this stormtrooper.
I don't remember
Are you
what
a little
happened, so
storm-
I assume it's your fault.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like a phone. I had like a fucking camcorder.
Yeah, it was one of the
Yeah.
old ones.
We were
right?
so close to Anthony Daniels. That
We
was a
were.
great thing. That was like the way they told the story was amazing.
He
I
was
hope they do that
wearing
again.
his golden jacket.
Yeah.
yeah.
His hosting jacket, right?
Well, and then when Anakin turns the dark side, it's like the flames, like a fucking Metallica concert.
Yeah, I know. It was great.
Dude, it's so cool.
Yeah. Man, it was great.
Crimson, 10 bits. Update on taking my friend through Game of Thrones. He's on season 3. Can't wait to see season 3. We're going to do it tomorrow. His favorite character is Tyrion and Jon Snow. So thanks for letting me take your idea, Eric. I'm having so much fun doing this.
Sweet. Awesome.
Good. Good.
You gonna watch the whole season tomorrow? It's gonna be a good season.
Only 10 hours.
Atoyawas has subscribed for 6 months
Aw.
in a row at tier 3.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Toiwas.
Atoyawas.
Thank you.
Tucker, 1997, 150 bits. Good to hear you guys had a great time at Star Wars Celebration, and welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tucker.
Darcy's Pets,
Thank
200
you.
bits. I vote for you guys to do a live stream during WaveCon with Wave Riders, so those of us who can't go feel included. Please.
It might be possible. It's
Yeah,
possible.
maybe we'll hire a documentary crew. And see if
Think
that's
about
possible.
it. Yeah.
What? It's not going to be live.
I know.
Documentaries.
Fuck was that?
It's a
As a
drink.
bottle.
It just went bump.
And you.
AOJ Batman gifted a sub
Thank you.
Dan.
for a total of 61 to the channel.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Dude,
Thank
thanks,
you so
man.
much.
The Super Pumpkin has subscribed.
That's a cool name.
Thank you. Super.
That's the thing.
Hey,
we
saw
passed that
yeah.
thing. Yeah, dude.
We saw that on the interstate.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
didn't we?
Found it right now. I'm hanging. Damn.
Hilding subscribed for 2 months and gave
I thought you were
250
pointing at me.
bits.
No.
Thank you,
Pointing
Hildy.
this
Thank
way. I
you.
would never point
No,
this
I
way.
I watched Shane like this, and then Calvin went like this instead.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna fist bump him, but he
No.
just pointed
I
somewhere.
literally thought he was pointing at me, so I was
Yeah.
pointing back.
You say that one
Yeah.
again, Rick?
Hilding.
Hilding
150 bits.
subscribed for 2 months, another month of many to come, and gave 250 bits saying, yes, you're back, and you're weekly loving.
Well, thank you
Yeah.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
bits. Thank you for everything.
I love.
Thank you for the
I
sub.
love a weekly loving.
You know what's great is we were driving and Calvin
Well,
kept
you
saying
got-
these crazy ass things.
He
We'll
would.
just see things alongside the road while you guys were head down.
We all were playing a
buried
game
in
or
your Smash.
or
Hey,
had
hey, a guy with a pitchfork.
or had hits or yeah.
It's
Or
a big fucking fork. It's a fork the size of a semi trailer, and you guys
Hey,
are just
bump.
buried in your switches.
Shut up, Calvin, and drive.
That's exactly what you guys would say. Calvin, sometimes I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
okay,
That's
a
what I
pumpkin.
said. Yeah,
That's a big pumpkin.
That's a big pumpkin. Look at that fork.
Poor Calvin.
Wow.
I'm trying to have some kind of human interaction
Trying to
here on this
stay
8-hour drive.
Eric's asleep.
Yeah, Eric's
to him.
asleep up there.
He's sleeping on the window, blocking my mirrors. Like,
I didn't
Eric,
mock him.
Eric, I need to see. I need to see the right
I was
side
like,
of the
hey,
vehicle.
Calvin, look at me sleeping. It feels
No,
good.
he didn't say mocking. He said blocking.
Yeah.
Super Wet Noodle has subscribed for 4 months in a row.
Thank you.
Thank you, Super Wet
Noodle.
DT3, 10 bits. Are you guys coming to Anaheim next year for celebration? If so, I'll see you there.
I don't see why not. but
Maybe.
we might.
We got to decide
We'll
it
see.
officially as a
We'll
group.
have information on that closer to the time. So, and if we do, we'll have a meet and greet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Katie, 120, subscribed for 22 months in a row.
Katie, thank you.
We will be in LA for E3, though.
Yes.
Yes, we will.
Right?
Yep,
Yeah.
we will.
Welcome back, guys. Glad you had an absolute blast at Celebration. I am trying to hype myself up to go next year, but a tad disappointed it's not returning to UK/Europe.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll pluck up the courage to go.
Okay. Okay.
You could always go again the year after.
Yeah.
Or something. There'll be more of them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
It'd be
gonna
great.
be more.
Well, there hasn't been one in Europe for a while, I don't think.
Paris,
But people were hoping for it.
London.
Yeah.
London was last year, right?
No.
No.
No, They didn't have one last year.
No, they skipped last
The
year.
last one they had was Orlando, and then before that was
2016 was London.
Was
before
it
that.
Anaheim?
No,
Anaheim
Anaheim
too?
was like 3 or 4 celebrations ago, I think.
2016 was London.
I think
Shane
there was
said.
an Anaheim, and then there was a London, and then there maybe was Orlando, and then there was nothing.
Okay, maybe.
Sig Strata resubscribed.
No, 2016 was San Diego.
Anaheim 2015.
Yeah.
Orlando 2017. Okay.
Oh goddamn! Someone.
2016 was London.
I thought 2016 was San Diego.
Ah.
No,
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Anaheim.
So it was
2016 was London. Okay, that's what it was.
it was London, Orlando, and
It was Anaheim, then London, then Orlando,
and then
and then Chicago, and then now it's going to be in Anaheim
Yeah.
again.
Sig Strata subscribed for 4 months in a row.
Thank you, Sig Strata.
Thank you, Sig Strata.
What are you leaning over there for?
Unhand Me
Creeping
Priest
me out.
subscribed for 6 months in a row.
Thank you, Sig Strata.
Thank you.
Thank you, Unhand Me Priest.
Darcy's Pets 100 bits, so they smashed in the hotel room. LMAO.
We did
We did.
proudly.
Garrick Loran,
Fiercely.
OW, subscribed for 20 months at tier 2.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chosen Jason subscribed for 6 months in a row.
Thank you.
Echo Dolly, 16 months, 100 bits.
Thank you, Echo.
Thank you, Echo.
Biggest Dick has subscried for 3 months in a row. Hello there, so good to have you guys back. Did
It's
you
Diggus
give any
Bickus.
thought
it's
to the
Diggus
idea?
Bickus now.
Diggus Bickus, indeed. Have you guys given any thought to the movie a month review? Well, we did Shazam. We're going to do Endgame. So
That's
so
one
we're on a
movie.
2 month
month.
streak, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's that's 2 a month.
Hilding cheered 100 bits. Here are some bits for the awesome Blind Wave editors. Well,
Yeah.
there's no way for us to give them those bits.
We will keep them on their behalf.
Okay, yeah.
Well, Top Screen is keeping them next week, so there you go.
He might. He said he might.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be back. We'll know. We'll see.
The Friend Z has subscribed for 21 months in a row and made me bite my tongue.
Thank you, Frenzy.
Thank you.
Darcy's Pets redeemed a slap
Ooh.
and sit-ups,
Ooh.
so we'll get to that. Crimson 10 bits. Eric, I know what you meant when you did the catch-up with Game of Thrones with Calvin, because I'm doing it out with my friends, so every time something big is happening, I look at him to see if he's paying attention.
Yep. Yep. That's what you gotta do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some people don't like when you look, but I want to see the reaction too.
Yeah, that is true.
No, that's why you just gotta look at the TV very nonchalantly, and then fix your hair while you do it.
Isno
What hair?
It's a fun thing to
subscribed for
do.
2 months
Fixing
in a
your
row.
hair.
What was
Thank
it?
you, Isno.
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 Frickin' Loki 50 bits. When will Rick play Candyland on game night? Kappa. Never.
Is Nog?
Isno.
Yeah,
Okay.
the GG is silent.
Okay.
Aaron,
No.
leave
They
this to
said it earlier.
professional.
I've seen you say some weird things when reading these.
Adernil has subscribed. Alvic93 has subscribed for 22 months in a row.
Thank you,
Thank
both you
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Darcy's Pets gave 100 bits.
Thank you, Darcy's Pets.
Not That Michael subscribed for 22 months in a row. Welcome back from Celebration.
Yay.
Which show do you guys most look forward to getting back to reacting?
Attack on Titan.
Back to reacting?
I mean, Game of Thrones right now is
Yeah.
the big one.
Stranger Things.
Doctor Who.
But getting back to, I mean, I would,
Hunter x Hunter.
yeah.
Maybe.
Code Geass.
I don't know.
Feels like
Game of Thrones is
So
just
yes
way up
is-
there for me.
been at like a climax for the last several episodes, and it's not going to stop.
Don't you love when a climax lasts that long? What?
Fox 21799 has subscribed for 19 months.
Yeah.
Steve,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Steve James subscribed for 8 months in a row. 8 months, baby, longer than I've ever been with a girl.
Babies aren't 8 months.
Almost a baby.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Aaron A25 subscribed for 12 months in a row. Happy 1 year anniversary.
Yay.
Thank
Happy
you.
1 year. Thank you very much.
Steve James, 500 bits. Most memorable moment from Celebration. I think we talked about that.
Lonnie.
Flonny, yeah.
Hilding, 50 bits.
Thank you, Hilding.
Thank you.
Darcy's Pets, 100 bits. I want my cooking with Blind Wave. I miss it.
It'll be back.
Yeah,
Eventually.
And better than ever.
one day.
Dip 602, 15 months in a row. Tier 2.
Potato chip.
Glad you guys had an awesome time at Celebration. I had an awesome time this week with the Week of Doctor. My first time watching any of it, so thank you for all of your awesome and hard work.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank
Week
you.
of the Doctor. I'm glad
Yeah.
people have been
Thank you
enjoying the
very
Week of the
much.
Doctor. Me and Lano worked to make sure that we had like a fun, like little extra thing with all that.
Aramaic 80 subscribed for 19 months in a row at tier 3. 1 week till endgame, 5 months until 2 years as a Wave Rider status.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Little Thomas Kitty subscribed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Johan Solo tipped $5. Would you guys ever consider watching the Star Wars movie full-length style as a warm-up to Episode 9? Also, did you see that George Lucas visited the set on Game of Thrones 8-1?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I watched the making of, and
Yeah.
he visited, and they had this funny bit where like he was like in the director's chair and watching it, and then he went up to John, and he was like, all right, here's my direction. It was pretty good. I liked it. You do whatever. I don't really care about you. I don't care what happens to you. Talked to John. He's like, it was funny.
That's funny. I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, they released like a 15-minute like behind the scenes thing.
Yeah.
for
With
it.
George?
No, he was like a small segment, like 30
Yeah,
seconds.
I saw
Oh.
that.
And they were
yeah.
talking about like how
Well,
crazy it was that he visited. And
They have a behind the scenes thing and like a little inside the episode for like
Yeah.
every episode on like HBO Go.
yeah, they they used to do that for
HBO
previous
Now, whatever.
previous seasons, and they were like a minute or two long. But now this one was like 15, 16
Well,
minutes
it's
long.
like the series to beat all series on
Yeah.
TV ever, right?
And I think
Black
for
Sails.
the finale, there's going to be like a 90-minute documentary or something. Is what people were talking about.
That would be cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Still doesn't measure up to behind the scenes for Lord of the Rings.
Nothing ever will. Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's so good.
It's just as good as the movie.
It
for
is.
me.
It is.
It is. Darcy's Pets, 300 bits. Bit bank empty.
Oh, thank you,
Well,
Darcy.
thank you.
Thank you
Bits.
so much.
Thanks
Yeah.
for cracking it with a hammer for us.
Russ Cass, 3 months in a row. I'm a noob
Aw.
subscriber, he says.
Thank you, Russ.
Thank you, Russ.
Thank you. DT3, 5 bits. When are you guys doing viewer battles? I'm trying to smash.
We need to do that soon.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. It's internet's a little bit better now.
Mm-hmm.
Online
Although, with that new patch, new character, maybe people will be flooding again.
play. Yeah, we might want to wait a little
be,
bit until
yeah.
after the patch.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That's what we always say. Then there's another patch.
Yeah.
Curiosity Kitty, 20 bits. Welcome back, guys. Really hyped for Doctor Who week.
Thank you,
Thank
Kitty.
you. Thank you.
Rogue Lemmy, subscribed.
Thank you, Rogue.
Thank you.
Leadville, or Leadville, 100 bits.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And finally, Browntown Sound, feel like Dr. Seuss, has subscribed. And just as I said, finally, another one. M. Marshy, 20 bits. Shield comes back on May 10th and Attack on Titan on May 25th. Hashtag May Hype.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Lots of May.
Thank you for the subscription.
So that's when
and
the
thank
dub
you.
comes out May 25th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I got my workout reading those, but
All right.
we've got some redemptions.
Okay.
Got a slap and some
That is-
sit-ups, right?
13
At least.
days
Not
ago.
for me, Aaron.
I was gonna give you a high five.
All right, we have a slap from the Scottish Michael.
You're gonna leave me hanging.
Calvin, slap Aaron. It's Thursday. You know what time it is.
Slap a
Slap a body.
Man, we were at Celebration and Calvin just slapped me last Thursday for no reason.
He did.
Yeah.
He had a reason.
He just assumed that it was supposed to be a slapping time.
Yeah.
It was Thursday.
It was a slap
Thursday.
time.
Thursday.
Thursday.
High five.
I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you. I don't know
Darcy's
what hit my
Pets,
nose.
That's probably my ring. Sorry.
Aaron, slap Rick for getting lost.
Aw.
Oh.
He was already
Jesus.
punished so much. Oh, jeez. Stout.
That
That
was-
was a stout slap.
That was like high
It's,
velocity.
it's so hard to figure out where to hit Rick because he has all this hair that's gonna cushion
Yeah.
it too.
All right. We have a
his
pressure
couple
tongue.
workout-related things. Crimson wants Calvin to do push-ups because he did not tell Aaron about Ashley.
Okay.
And
I didn't
Darcy's
know he was
Pets
interested.
Wants Rick to do a yoga pose instead of sit-ups.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do it.
There's a lot of easy yoga poses.
Downward facing dog.
Safety.
One of my favorites.
See, like DDP
What? Stretches your back.
calls them after wrestlers. So
So you have like the Hogan.
there's instead of like the warrior pose,
The
it's,
Steve
it's the
Austin.
road warrior
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I don't know their actual names in most cases.
What's your favorite pose?
I'm gonna
What's your
take a
favorite
workout
pose?
system and just put blind weight games on and call my own.
I really like Cobra. It
Cobra,
really
okay.
stretches out my
Calvin,
back.
go
nice.
do your push-ups.
I was listening to the story.
By
No,
the way,
there's no
Calvin,
story.
Yeah.
if you ever get a chance to meet Ashley Eckstein and can bring me with you, I'm always interested.
Okay. Thank you.
Me too.
Setting the
me,
precedent.
Me 5.
Okay.
10,
Now
3.
now we know.
Also,
Okay,
I'll
thank you.
always
Oh,
be careful when
wow.
opening
Oh,
mailbag.
when you gonna
stuff.
shave off those 3 hairs, Aaron?
Edwin B.
Man.
subscribed for 15 months. Thank you, Edwin.
Thank you, Edwin.
And also, it's not up yet, but when the website comes up, we've got some cool T-shirt designs. He submitted some of those as well.
Okay,
cool.
For WaveCon.
He didn't know Aaron was interested in Ashley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job, Calvin. Now,
All right, Calvin.
The
good job.
pose.
Oh, it's all blurry. Things have gone crazy.
Focus.
Rick,
I don't know what to do.
do
All
one
right,
of your
let's see
things.
it.
Do a thingy.
this is what I saw when I was talking to my girlfriend.
That's it. That's what you're doing.
That's the pose.
Yeah.
Is that the Cobra?
Yeah, this is the Cobra.
This is gonna
Okay.
get us taken off Twitch. Too sexy.
This is really good. This feels good. I'm just gonna do the whole routine. You guys.
We'll close it out.
All right, guys. That's it. We're gonna see you guys.
What'd you say?
Calvin's
Talk him off?
Rick's gonna be over there, and he's gonna finish up doing his yoga off camera.
Why are you taking your clothes
And
off, Rick?
You guys get to see the floor and Aaron's
It's
foot.
happening.
Look at the.
You
What
don't
the?
really need to take your
No!
Oh my God!
They can't see anyways. Bye, everybody.